Welcome everyone to Totally Online Gaming Group. We're glad you guys could join us for another episode of Atavar Ascension. Yay! So we are currently doing episode 23 of Atavar Ascension, and as always, got to give a shout out to our sponsors. So right there in both chat for Twitch and YouTube, went ahead and put their link in there for you guys. They are Critical Hit Gaming Supplies. They are a locally owned, family-owned company that has dice bags, dice trays, and tons of miniatures. I mean, just a ton, literally a ton. But go check them out. Check out their website, and if you see something that you like and you want to purchase it, make sure you type in the discount code TOGG15. That's TOGG15, and you'll get 15% off your purchase. Additionally, I've been talking with them and talking with someone else, but there might be another company that we are also going to work with called Metallic Dice Games, that we may be working with them as well, as they have shown an interest. So we will be talking with them and let you know what's going on with that. So we're excited about that.
Cool.
But we've got tonight, Atavar Ascension. On Monday night, we'll be in episode 5 of Magnus Avum, and we're excited. Things are happening. Things are moving. There any other announcements from anybody else?
So another company, Zach and I are attempting to start a business as well. It is SideQuest Cards and Games. We do have a website, sidequestcardsandgames.com. It's going to be an online store only for a minute, but eventually the goal is to open up a brick and mortar store, so that's cool too.
All right. Anything else?
You sell things besides brick and mortar? Concrete paste.
Nothing else?
It's only brick and mortar.
All right. Oh, and one more thing, guys. Because we are monetized, we are now available to do super chats, super likes, super stickers, super thanks, all the supers. And at our break, what we'll do is anyone that puts in a super chat after the break, we'll read several of those out in some funny voice.
Yep, Superman himself will read it.
Yes, there we go.
Wow.
So just be aware of that. But unless there's anything else,
Nope.
Then without further ado, we bring you Atavar Ascension. All right, and we are back. Where we last left off, the party had been assisting Lord Falcon and his cousin, Una, in their search for Una's brother, Unmar, within the mines that Unmar and his fellow miners had uncovered quite a few weeks past. He had gone down in there with his other miners to attempt to clear it out, and they never came back. But certain tales of things leading to the possibility of creatures called eye drakes being in those mines filtered up and out, and that information was sent to Lord Falcon in the city of Kyber, where he sought adventurers to help him out. Eventually, the Blue Devils answered the call, traveled with him, and they met up with Una and made their way into the mines. After going all the way through the mines and clearing things out, and quite a battle with the eye drakes that descended upon them, when they entered a very large chamber that, at almost the center of it, had a very, very strange rod with pulsating, glowing red, almost vein-like twists and turns all around it because of the roots that were growing around it. Black with their own vein-like glowing red veins, if you will, in them. At the completion of this fight, Una noticed that in the cavern there was indeed a body, and it did turn out to be her brother Unmar. So Una and her cousin Lord Falcon sat silently sobbing over the body, beginning the mourning process. And the majority of the party joined them, except for Persephone, who was captured by a vision as she stared at this rod. That vision eventually led her to want to touch the rod. And before anyone could stop her, she reached out and just touched it
I
gently.
regret nothing.
Upon doing so, the entire cavern began to shake, rocks began falling from the ceiling, and a pulse flew out from the rod, with then a very heavy fog-like mist filling the entire cavern and creeping up into the remaining tunnels, making it very hard to see and a little bit hard to breathe. As the party attempted to make their way out, they encountered several dangers, including almost getting lost, being attacked by swarms of insects that seemed to just come from out of the rocks.
Several dangers, including every insect in a 5-mile radius.
Yes. as well as collapsing rocks falling upon them. The lift that had brought them down to this level damn near collapsing upon them as well. Giant spiders also coming out and attacking them. And at the very last moment, they finally made it to the exit chamber, which just led into more mines, but not this old section that had been discovered only weeks and weeks before. They managed to dive out, Persephone almost collapsing in the process, but an unnatural force keeping her alive. Barely. 1 hit point.
I'm fine.
And they all collapsed outside the entrance of the cave. Dust flying up all around them from the rock that had fallen as the entire entrance chamber to that cave fell behind them, with pretty much no way, save for years and years of hard labor, to clear that stone and get back in. They then helped Una and Lord Falcon with the body of Una's brother Unmar, wrapped up in a blanket from Lord Falcon's pack. Traveled back to the main city. The party eventually got themselves some rooms at an inn, and then went to visit Lord Falcon and Una, where Lord Falcon said, she's not doing too good right now. Let's just come with me. Let's just take a seat. Led them into his place that he keeps in Dawnfall, and sits them in a very comfortable, open chamber with a large fireplace, plenty of comfortable seating, and drinks to go around, as he recounted stories of his cousin Unmar and adventures that they would go on as young children. And that is where we ended, as the party was resting comfortably and just helping to share in the memories of someone who had lost their kin.
How did the dwarven officials feel about us collapsing their mine?
Sounds
Well,
like
I wasn't
Logan.
abandoned
Not
mine,
my
so they
problem.
probably don't give a
Okay.
shit.
Yep, you would have known and from the previous conversations and spending almost a month on the road with Digby, Lord Falcon, that the mine was discovered by Unmar and some of the other miners that worked under him. They basically broke through and found this old abandoned section. And that was, probably, it was about I wouldn't say a month of travel because months are longer here, but it was like 4 weeks of travel for you guys to get here, and it was probably about 6 or 7 weeks, a full month, when that mine was discovered, and then Unmar and his co-workers eventually went to try to go clear it out so they could find out what's available down there.
Mm.
And that's when things went bad. So it's been a bit. But as you sit there, Digby continues. Eventually, you can see how weary he is. And he still holding a drink in his hand, not spilling a bit of it, mumbling to himself, kind of passes out, exhausted. What are you guys doing?
Well, I'm not one for social cues, but I think it's time to leave.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Like a spare blanket around, or
Tuck him in.
You can look around and you find there's like like kind of a hope chest, storage chest that has some blankets and pillows and things like that in it.
all right,
You find a comfortable blanket.
I drape it over his shoulder.
A
Okay.
little smooch on the forehead.
And let's get a little bit of music going here.
Probably also take the drink out of his hand and set it down.
Okay.
That way it's not going to spill in his sleep.
I imagine he's just got steel resolvers
A
holding
proper
him while he's
dwarf would
sleeping.
never
it's-
spill his
it's
drink
not-
in his sleep.
Yeah, his arm is like locked in place.
It's like gyroscoped on.
Yeah.
I mean, that's dwarven engineering for you.
No, you're able to get the drink out of his hand, but I mean, surprisingly, it was
Our whole team
It was solid.
Frying his hand.
solid. You know, you're surprised. You would have thought that his arm would have relaxed and dropped.
They were born and raised drinking what they're doing.
Well, I've got some business to follow up on. I don't know what you guys have planned for the day.
Nothing.
Yeah, not much.
Absolutely nothing.
Not much either.
Alright. Well, I have an idea of something I wanted to do while we're waiting on Tomer's armor.
And Tomer.
And Tomer.
Yeah, Tomer.
Yes, Tomer will be joining us, hopefully, within about 20 minutes or so, I'm imagining.
Yeah, something like that.
I was hoping to go hunting and explore the area a little bit while we have the time. Just
I
go
think
on-
that sounds fun.
Just go on a one-day expedition in the woods.
Sure.
Save us the price for the room for the night anyway. Just go camping.
Sounds good.
All right. Fine by me.
Have we had a long rest?
I
since
mean,
then?
yes.
Yes, this is actually the next morning.
I
So,
prefer nice rooms over camping.
Well, you can stay in the city if you want,
I'm
Persephone.
not fucking stay by my damn self.
Party split. Party
Just giving you a personal preference.
yeah, if you wish to go out and kind of camp out outside of the city, that's fine.
Just for
It's-
funsies, or
It's going to be a couple hours of walking to get out of the city and then actually to get into an area that's probably a little bit better for camping than where you're currently at, because this is the city itself is kind of built into some of the early mountains,
Mm-hmm.
you know, but it's still very rocky around it, mostly, you know, mosses and things like that. There are some grasses and trees occasionally here and there, but it is not the most comfortable terrain, especially when it comes to hunting in this area. You probably would want to move further out away from the city to do such.
Okay.
So, like I said, it would probably be a couple hours of walking.
So
I got
we
no
just-
problem with that.
Are we just going on a camping trip, or is there a goal?
Yeah, just explore around while we're
Just kill time. I mean,
you're waiting on Tomer's armor.
we're almost on vacation. I just don't feel comfortable sitting in the city for so long.
Okay.
So saith the ranger.
I just gotta get out.
I would like to pick up my longsword now.
Okay, so yeah, you're able to get your longsword today. And to answer your question, the standard longsword as it is does not function as a finesse weapon. However, there are things that can be, you know, longswords that can be created such. but they require special materials
Gotcha.
and therefore cost.
Cheddar.
Add that to my. Oh, I already put it in.
There you go.
Good for me.
So, anybody else have anything they want to do in the city before you guys go on a short camping trip?
We literally have 0 plans.
Or Persephone.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure there's some luxuries you could buy that would make camping more enjoyable for you.
I already have a 2-person tent for myself.
Maybe some animal furs or something to lay down.
That's what Tomer's for.
Oh no.
Tomer, change. What? Now. I'm cold. Change. So,
I'm just saying.
so no other chores in the city. You guys.
I had nothing planned.
All right. So you guys head out on a short camping trip. You said you wanted to do a little bit of hunting.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What kind of things are you hunting for?
Well, I had, with the help of Patch, learned of some of the local fauna. Occasionally, there's some larger elks in the area.
Oh, there are indeed.
And I wanted to go to my way to hunt one of them.
Okay. Okay, you can definitely try to do that. So, go ahead and give me a survival check. It's right now. You guys are probably right around lunchtime ish. What'd you get?
A 7.
A 7.
Off of a natural 1.
Am I rolling as well with him, or?
If you wish. If you wish to also help in the.
Or are you giving me the
Looking
help
for
action,
sign.
or are
Yeah.
you...
Oh, I got a natural 20 plus 7.
I will take yours.
Okay, Yeah, I believe. As Gold, you're sitting there. You're unfamiliar with this terrain. You're unfamiliar with, these elk that they're talking about. You're looking for, hoof prints like this. You're starting to look around. You're like, I don't see anything.
I can turn it
Patch
into an elk.
hits you on the shoulder. Says right there, hoof print.
Oh, my.
You got to get into the mind of the elk. I can turn into one.
And
That takes all the fun out of hunting one in the wild if I could just shoot you, Patch.
Wait, no.
Wait, what? No. So, but Patch
Distressed elk sounds.
finds a couple hoof prints of some giant elk in some of the lower areas that have some grasses, and the dirt seems to be a little damp still. So he finds some depressions that he says, yeah, that's a hoof print, which it's huge compared to what you were looking for. You're like, whoa, what kind of elk we have? You managed to take about the next hour and a half, kind of following the tracks and looking and listening for other signs. I need perception checks from you two in specific, and it is hearing.
Okay.
And if anyone else is joining them on this hunting trip.
I guess I'm technically there.
Okay.
Why?
Leon, are you going to join them?
No,
Yeah.
I'll roll my new dice.
Okay.
Perception.
So also perception.
Oh
Perception.
wow, I did
Ooh.
good.
I rolled a 21.
I got a
How did you roll a
24.
21, sir?
Well, no, I rolled a 15 plus 6.
I got a 17 plus 7.
All right.
I
So
got a 16.
I got a 19 plus nothing.
okay, so all of you kind of hear a little ways off. Just this. It's like I can't do it, too
I
well,
didn't-
I
but
didn't
it's a
catch that.
bugle.
Can you repeat that?
No. But you hear this bugle sound, and you look and kind of in the rocky steps next to where it's more grassland. You guys, you hear that, and then you look up that way, and you see kind of off in the distance, kind of making its way along the edge of where the terrain starts to get more rocky and where the grasses are, is this silhouette of an elk.
How big does he look?
Giant.
It's hard
elks
to
or-
tell because it's hard to judge the distance from here. But from what you can tell, it looks to be like that big.
Oh, I can take him, no problem.
Pretty small. Yeah.
Okay.
Guys, I can just hunt him.
It's hard to tell. I mean, he's like that big when you look at it. So, could be, pretty big, could be kind of small. You have no clue yet.
I'd like to, at this point, roll for stealth to try and get closer.
Me
Okay.
too.
Anyone that wants to and wants to stealth up there, go ahead and roll
I
your
guess
stealth.
I
that
will
I
try.
should
24
follow
from
suit.
me.
I got disadvantage.
All right.
That is a
You're a bunny and you have disadvantage?
25.
But I actually
me.
got a really good roll. I got a 19 and a 16, so +2. I got a plus. I just have a disadvantage because of the armor I wear. So 18 would be the disadvantage.
16.
All right. Very, very good.
Wow, these
So,
guys are being nice to me lately.
It's because you believe.
so
I
what
think I
exactly
finally
are
ran
you
out of bad
doing
luck.
as you approach? Paint me a picture.
So,
I really don't want to kill it.
as far as
Where?
my approach is concerned, I'm taking note of the way the wind is facing, and I'm trying to stay downwind of the elk this whole
Okay.
time while coming up in the grass slowly to approach it.
Okay. The grass isn't super tall.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically about knee height. Some places it's a little taller, maybe up to the waist, but that's about it. So if you're trying to use the grass as cover, you're really having to, duck way down. But if you're doing that, you are going to move slow.
Was there a tree line that I could go through that would
There's a
get me
few
closer?
trees here and there. You might be able to position yourself, and with your stealth rolls that you guys had, you're able to position yourselves in such a way, kind of with the guidance of Gold, keeping an eye on the wind direction and things like that, and with Leon's, keen understanding of how to move quietly through an area, helping, the other two of you to make sure. You all manage to get closer and closer, and as you're getting closer, this is getting this and this and this, until eventually you find yourself probably about 90 feet away. And from this distance, you can get a true feel for the size of this creature. It is enormous. Literally, you're talking like almost the
Is it a
size of...
giant elk?
It is a giant elk.
Oh, yeah.
Almost the
Yeah,
size of an
boy.
elephant with antlers.
Yeah, that's a big boy.
It's huge. Okay. Not quite the size of an elephant, but close enough.
Well,
So, what are you trying to do?
Well, I was going to hunt it.
Oh,
Wait.
but why? What'd it do to you?
Nothing in particular, but
I guess if you're gonna eat it or something.
well, yeah, of course we're gonna eat it. We're not just gonna shoot it down.
I can't eat all that in one. I don't have the storage space for that.
We have the bag of holding.
No, I meant.
Filled with elk meat. Splat. Splat.
I
splat.
just put them in.
Just empty it out, just rotten elk meat.
Yeah, delicious.
Chemical weapons.
I'm sure we could take it to a butcher and have them prepare the meat for us either way. And maybe the bones could be useful.
I suppose.
But at about 90 feet, I'm gonna go ahead and put Hunter's Mark on it.
Okay.
I whisper towards it under my breath, sorry, buddy.
No problem.
Can I get up into a tree?
Sure. There's a tree about 30 feet off to the right. If you want to go over there, though, you're going to need another stealth check from you.
17. Yeah, 17.
Okay. You manage to get over to the tree and start climbing up it. So you got your hunter's mark on it.
Mm-hmm.
Is anybody else doing anything?
I prefer not to.
just watching.
Okay.
I'd say actually, as he puts Hunter's mark on it, I'm trying to move slightly closer stealthily, but like behind the cover if there's any.
Another stealth check then.
I'm also going to be joining him as getting closer.
Okay. Stealth checks from anyone who is moving at this point.
18.
Okay.
19.
Okay. Besides,
How close am I to it as of right now?
if you don't move up anymore, you're at that 90-foot mark. You're kind of moving
Please don't
as a group.
fireball the fucking
90
elk.
foot? Okay.
Yeah.
We're silent.
Oh no! Patch has heavy armor, so he's got disadvantage there.
I rolled a
around.
disadvantage the first time. That's why I'm
Yeah.
asking, so I don't have to move more.
Yeah.
But it is. I can cast something on it.
Are you going to cast something?
I can. I'm kind of waiting for a cue. Cause I got spike growth. If it
I'd
tries
like
to
to
run,
get
it
within
takes
30
damage.
feet of it if I
You're
can.
going to try to get within 30 feet?
Mhm.
Okay. I will definitely need another stealth check from you.
That is an 18.
I'm following him, so another stealth check from me.
I'm gonna keep sitting in my
19.
tree.
Okay.
Tree time.
So, you're hanging out in this tree, which you're still approximately 90 feet away. You just had to move kind of.
Yeah, no,
to the
I
side.
wasn't trying to get closer. I was
So
trying to-
you're about 30 feet away from where Patch is and where the rest of the group started. Gold and Leon, you have moved up now 60 feet. You are 30 feet away from this thing. It still does not seem to either take notice of you, or if it does, it doesn't care.
It's
So
a fake.
is it just chilling
It's
right
just
now?
I would
pawing
imagine.
at the earth, eating any grasses that it finds, occasionally moving a couple steps, eating some more.
So you have made it known that our intent is to kill this thing, correct?
Yes.
All right. I would like to cast what was it called? Spike growth on it, because it is stealthy unless it rolls a 16 wisdom save to notice it.
Really?
Yeah. The bottom part.
He can kind of see the area since he's if you plan on doing it where he's standing and he's sitting there eating
Camouflage
grass.
look natural. Any creature that can't see the. Okay, I see. Can't see.
Yeah.
All right, maybe that changes. Now I'll bide my time.
Okay.
Well, before you do, so Leon's gonna look at you, and he's gonna sort of give a countdown, and I want what both of us to do to be ready to action so they take place at the same time.
Okay. I was going to go ahead. I guess if we're writing the action to do so simultaneously, planar warrior and then my longbow attack,
Okay.
and I keep Hunter's mark on him this
Yeah.
whole time, obviously.
Well, that would end if he takes damage. That's unfortunate.
Are you guys giving some kind of a cue that I would be able to pick up on?
I would say no because we're trying to be stealthy.
From 60
And-
feet away.
But if you were watching,
You would see me definitely shoot.
Okay.
you would be able to react within the same turn, so to speak.
I would like to use my action for that then, for when they make a move.
Okay. So
And cast that so that it can't run.
okay.
easily.
So what you're saying is, you're readying your action to cast Planet Growth when you see one of these two attack.
Spike growth, yes.
Yep.
There he is.
Hey, good timing.
I had wanted to cast sleep on it, but
Okay.
if you end up,
Yeah, that would automatically pull it out of sleep if I hit it.
yeah,
Mhm.
then I guess I'm doing
We'll see
nothing.
for
Okay.
half a second.
So
So I'm gonna go ahead and planar warrior hit it with the longbow.
okay, roll your attack.
Okay.
I'm gonna do what I said.
First to hit is a 22,
That hits.
and the second to hit is a nat 20, 28.
Oh damn.
That's dead.
Roll your damage, sir.
That's 2d8s and a d6. That is 27 on the crit.
Wow.
And then 14 on the second.
Okay.
Also, it's all force damage.
Okay.
It just gets fucking exploded.
You had your action readied,
Yeah,
so go ahead.
it's dead. Or it's got very little.
It's still there.
Alright, I'm gonna cast the spike growth in
Okay. So, let me.
on it.
And it gets a
It's
save,
been a while since.
No,
rolled
it's
that
not a
high.
save per se.
and it's.
It's only
spike
to
growth.
notice it. It does. When a creature moves into or within the area, it takes 2d4 damage for every 5 feet it travels. There's no save on it.
So it's when it moves, it takes
Yes.
the damage.
And the area becomes difficult terrain.
Okay.
The 20
Okay,
foot
so when
radius
it
around
moves, it takes damage?
Yes. If it tries to run, it's just gonna.
Yeah, no, it. It had 1 hit point, and
Yeah.
as it attempts to bolt, literally had 1 hit point.
Nice.
As it attempts to bolt,
Oh.
it is down. You now have a giant elk on the ground, dead.
Since I'm up in a tree, can I look and see if there are any family elk who are pissed about this?
Any of the
Give
bands.
me a perception check.
About to get gored by like a whole family of giant elk.
You don't see shit.
No, you get it fine.
So what are we planning on doing with this carcass? You know, this bigger than what I could only assume a car would be.
This is probably bigger than our horse.
I will.
It is.
I do want to send you guys a message, having seen you guys do a murder. I'm not carrying that thing back.
Yeah, this thing is like the size of an elephant.
Well, let's break it down and work to pieces. We got Tomer now to help us. He magically showed up to help us skin an elk.
And I was here too.
I was here the
whole
time. You ever skinned field dressed an animal?
IRL or in game?
In game.
Both.
Yes.
Your character probably would have.
My character definitely would have.
How about IRL?
IRL, yes.
Okay.
It sucks.
So, an animal this size,
You gonna be here a minute?
Probably a couple hundred.
unless all of you are working on it,
Absolutely not.
just here, unless all of you are working on it, you will not be able to properly butcher this thing until after it gets dark. And it is only midday.
Yeah, we gotta let
It will take you like 8 hours,
Mhm.
9 hours to, just to properly butcher this thing.
I have an idea.
put it in the bag.
That's just. I was just gonna just do a little.
There's only one
I
problem
don't think
with
it
that.
opens
I don't
wide
know.
enough.
We're gonna find out.
Yeah, there's only one problem with that. And you just hit the nail on the head.
Squeeze it out like a pimple afterward. It's like.
Yeah.
Figured we'd give it a shot now. I
Fucking
don't know.
butcher shop and squeeze this up.
Just making
elk
sausage
paste.
at this point.
Yeah, there is only one problem with that. And, yeah, the opening of the bag isn't that big. I mean, you're still going to have to butcher it to try to get there.
Alright, yeah, repeat. I'm not carrying
I
it.
can turn back
and
into
the
a
bag
cave
can only
bear
hold
and
up to
just
about
lug
500
it on my back.
pounds.
I propose we tie it up with rope and pull it. Yay.
We could put it up to or hang it from the tree and cut it into pieces and then put it in the bag.
How,
It would take
how
all
heavy
day.
does this fucking thing look?
Oh, I bet you would take 3 of us pulling it.
Yeah, but the thing
I was
is,
like, who's getting that big to the
werewolf
tree?
man,
but that
we've
thing
got
that won't
animal
affect.
guy,
That
we've
shouldn't
got
affect the weight of the
ranger.
bag.
With my 8
Well, no,
strength.
but if
Yeah,
y'all
but
want
you
to
could
put him on
become
a
an
tree, because he won't fit in the
Like I
bag.
said, I could turn into the cave bear again.
I
just
think
kinda
me,
carry it on my back.
Tomer, and Patch could easily drag this thing over to the tree and hang it for prep.
I disagree, but I will watch you try.
Well, we gotta let it bleed out first.
Yeah, you're probably looking at this thing weighing about
Like
4,000 pounds.
4,000. Holy shit.
No, you
At
got
least
it.
we're
You're
gonna eat
fine.
good.
We got an elephant-sized elk.
Yeah, almost. I mean,
It's
elephants are more like 6,000 or more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the 6,000 is like
Elephants
the
are
low end.
2,000 off.
bigger, but yeah.
All right, boys. Patch. You're
Yes?
gonna hate that I'm gonna suggest this.
Friend.
Do you mind turning me into a giant ape?
You know, you don't keep any of your
Oh!
your other stats. You're gonna be like a feral ape with your same alignment.
I already did it.
I just plan on picking it up and putting it in the goddamn tree.
I mean, at that point,
I've already done it.
at that point
I
though,
would
if we have the capability,
Polymorph doesn't work exactly like. I mean, if you rule it that way, so be it. But it's just
Well-
you keep your alignment, but I don't think you keep.
Well, I'd be able
No.
to keep my motive, wouldn't I?
Well, sort of.
We'll find
The
out.
nice thing is a giant ape is an intelligence 7, which means it's not completely stupid, and you keep your personality. So
I'm gonna kill a bitch.
you would probably, like with direction from others, you'd probably be able to figure out what they're asking you to do, and it's whether or not Gold, as his own personality, would do something that the others are asking him to do.
Probably. Yeah.
Right.
Then
Well-
there you go.
Jack, you need to make a wisdom saving throw. Unless you're willing.
Oh, hold
I
on.
is Willie, he asked.
Hold on.
Nope, you're
hold
right.
on.
You don't retain int and Hammerand, but a giant ape's int is 7.
That is
which
fortunate.
Which
Hold on.
is just below, the low level human, which is 8.
Before
So-
we do that, I think Leon had something to say.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry about that, bud.
It's only about the dozenth time it's happened.
Well, I'm sorry. We were discussing all this.
We were, yes. I was just trying to say that if we can polymorph 2 people into giant apes, why not just carry it back to Dawnfall? I mean, I think stringing it up to a tree and cutting it up into little pieces will take a lot of time and effort, whereas we could take it back to a place with a lot more people, so it don't take as much time and effort.
Why don't we just polymorph it?
You have.
That also could work.
Polymorph.
I don't know
polymorph
if it
it
has to
testing?
be like alive, but
Technically, when something
He would
dies,
fail his wisdom saving
well,
throw.
yes, but technically, when something dies in
Turn into a
D&D,
chicken corpse.
it becomes an object. But you know what? Why not?
Alright, well then I'll polymorph it into a chicken.
Can
Okay.
you help us butcher this? What, a little chicken?
It is a chicken this big.
It
That's
just
fine.
unmorphs in the shop and just destroys everything.
Murders him, fucking tears down his whole shop.
At least
Alright,
at that point, we can carry it.
I'll
Yes.
put him in the bag of holding.
It's not gonna
Okay.
fit in the bag of
Oh,
holding.
The
God,
chicken
that's gonna
won't
be
fit in the bag of
difficult.
holding?
It's gonna be a big fat
It'll
chicken.
fit.
Oh, it'll fit?
It'll
Oh,
fit.
How long was this trip? Actually, once it's in there, it's probably fine, right?
Well,
You
here's
just
an
can't
hour.
get it back out.
1
No.
hour of polymorph.
Ever.
Well,
No.
I'm curious if it exploding and causing
If
a
it-
rift in space time.
If
So
it,
I don't know how
if
bag
it
of holding-
unpolymorphed,
We have 1 hour.
bag of holding can only hold 500 pounds and so many
Oh, okay,
cubic
yeah,
feet of
that bag is
space.
fucked then.
Yeah, we're gonna have
Because
to,
otherwise it rips open and everything falls out.
we're gonna have to
1 hour.
physically carry it. At least it'll be a chicken.
Mhm.
Yeah. And how far are we?
A
No
couple
idea.
hours.
Are you
I could double time and I'm in foothills mountainous area. It's arguable favorite terrain because I do have mountains as my favorite terrain. I could double time it, just fucking.
I could turn into a draft horse.
If we just fucking book it for
I,
time.
I was also thinking, I turn into a wolf, you ride me, I get you as far as you can go, then you just book it from there.
I think the horse is probably a little bit faster than the wolf.
Probably.
Yeah, but one's more exciting to watch.
It's up to
That's
you.
not wrong.
All right.
Either
well,
way.
So what is your overall plan?
Chicken.
Chicken, horse, vroom vroom.
Okay.
I will
Yeah.
walk
All right.
my own time.
You guys eventually make
Jesus
it back
Christ.
into the city. You make it back in time. You get to
Wolf
A
horse at
butcher.
60 speed.
and
And prepare
you,
them for the worst.
you put this chicken down on the ground in front of him and say, "We're gonna need you to butcher this." Is that all? Just wait. Just wait.
Give it like.
Well,
Just wait.
I can just end the concentration.
And boom. It's like, oh shit. So yeah, no, they're more than willing to butcher it for you. That's gonna be a lot of work.
Or just sell it to them.
I was gonna suggest we don't need all this meat. You know, if they,
Give me like this much, sell the rest.
yeah.
It'll be bad long before we get to finish all of it.
I want a good hearty cut of steaks for tonight, and some smoked meats for our trip back to Kyver. So 3 weeks worth of smoked meat. Otherwise, I could sell the rest of it to you and the antlers.
Hmm.
Help subsidize your costs for labor.
Hmm. I'll give you 150 for it.
That's fine.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah,
Ah.
that's more than fine.
Deal. Shakes her hand.
I got him sick just from touching him.
Yep. So he hands you a small pouch. Has 150 gold in it. You wait around for a little bit as he does some of the initial work to start exposing stuff, and he says, "Look, it's gonna take a while to get to the cuts of meat. Where are you staying?"
Where are we staying?
What's the end called?
You never. ask
Call
me.
it-
We can just circle back. It's fine.
Yeah. You never ask.
Just
for
give us a
information.
time frame.
We'll come back.
Name's Goldmere. I can be back in a few hours. It's no big deal.
Fair enough. When you leaving for your trip,
I got 2 more days.
Okay, that explains.
that'll give enough time to smoke some for you.
That
Very
answers-
well.
that answers
Um,
my question, never mind.
Before you leave, swing by. We'll have those rations for you. The steaks, 2 hours.
Be back in 2.
Okay. So, is there anything else in particular you guys wish to do today in the city?
No.
Is the funeral today, or he never gave us a date when the funeral was for that?
He never gave us a date. I'd like to buy some nice veggies and figure out about a dwarven chef to prepare us a meal with these ingredients I'm gathering.
Okay. You have no problem finding in the market area. You're able to see a lot of
Bless
roots
you.
and tubers and things like that. You know, potatoes, different kinds of roots, sweet
Nice.
potatoes, onions, things like that. They also have a lot of mushrooms that they grow in the caves. There's actually areas where they grow mushrooms to harvest. But there's also some kind of simple carrots and things like that, similar to carrots, but not quite the same. That there's not a ton of fruits though.
Don't eat.
It's mostly, like
There's
earthen
no cave
vegetables and
fruits?
things like that. So they've got those. You managed to find a bunch of those.
Meat rocks.
And if you try to find a chef to cook it up, well, you know where one is. She's
Yeah.
already had her
Being her
cooking
dead
insulted
brother.
once.
Yeah, but that's an issue at the moment.
Yes, it is. But
She's tied up.
Ah, yes. I rolled 45 on my cooking check.
yeah. But yeah, you guys. If you're looking for someone, you're able to find them, and after you pick up the steaks and you get these vegetables, you guys have one hell of a meal.
My
and
treat.
Yay!
So, it is very, very good. Any plans for the next day?
We're just
Nope.
vibing.
Nothing really.
All right,
comes to
you,
mind.
you end up just kind of hanging out, relaxing, taking some time, kind of a mini vacation, if you will. And then the next day comes around, and you get a message about 3 o'clock in the afternoon that your armor's ready.
I'm going to get it.
Okay. When you arrive, sure enough, the armor smith is there. He's like, "I got this finished now. I hope you would like it."
I appreciate it. Fine craftsmanship, like always.
Yes. So, please try it on.
Oh, I will. Gladly
Takes him
try.
10 minutes to put it on.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Well, he's helps
Yeah.
get
No, I
it,
know.
and he's actually checking the fit, making some adjustments here and there where he can with some of the straps, that hold it in place and things like that. It takes a good 20 minutes to get it on and him adjusting things. But once he's done, it feels like perfect. It's like this fits great,
Yes.
and the weight is evenly distributed. I mean, you did good work. It's impressive.
That's what you go to dwarves for.
And then he looks at you, and he says, "How's it feel?"
Feels like a glove.
Smack! As he hits you in the chest with a hammer. Barely feel it.
Nothing.
Excellent. Good. Good. No, half plate, actually. Not full plate, Hanghammer End, half plate. So,
We're not that rich.
yes.
Oh yeah, I have half plate wood.
Yep.
I mean,
So, yeah, he hits you right in it, and I mean, you feel the impact, but
It's not as bad
no damage. That doesn't look dented.
compared to the armor that I had that wasn't made for me.
Exactly. This is made for
This
you.
is yeah.
This is made for you. This feels nice.
Yeah.
Okay. What this is. There you go. Please recommend my work to anyone you see.
Oh, 100%.
Very good. So you now have your armor.
Yes.
And
I get
you also
additional
get
armor
word that
to it.
rations are ready for you.
It's still
Fantastic. I'll take the wagon around.
All right. And are you planning on leaving this evening, or would you like to wait until the morning?
Oh, well, what time is it now? Give or
It
take?
is probably now about 4 o'clock in the early evening.
Unless
4
you want to
o'clock.
make camp.
If we've been bored anyway, we're probably itching to.
Yeah,
Itching to
I
leave.
would say let's bounce.
Yeah, we don't
We
know.
got a month
We
of
don't know.
travel, don't we?
Yeah.
We got about 3 weeks.
Yeah, 3.5 weeks or so.
We don't
Yeah,
know what's
we
been
didn't-
happening in our
Yeah, we're gonna camp regardless, so let's just go.
Mm.
camping simulator.
all right.
Did you have anything you want to do, Logan?
Nope.
Awesome.
All right. So you guys begin heading out. As you are heading out, it's still relatively light out, being only about 4 o'clock.
We're in the wagon, right?
Yes, I
Just to make sure
assume so.
we had a wagon. We were rocking the whole
We
fucking
got the
thing.
wagon and the 4 horses.
And the horses. So, who's riding a horse? Who's driving the wagon?
I am inside the wagon.
Eat
I'm-
a wagon.
I'm riding a wagon.
I'll drive a horse.
Okay. You riding a horse, or are you in the wagon, Patch?
In the wagon.
All right.
He
So.
is a
We can
horse.
leave the horse.
No, that'll last
So
for a couple
the
hours.
others are basically kind of tied to the back of the wagon, trailing behind.
Yeah, I'll just
Wait,
be
who
a
are we
leads.
tying to the back of a wagon?
Everyone.
We've only gone for like
All
15
of our
seconds.
enemies.
Mm. But you start moving along. It's kind of difficult going because the terrain isn't the greatest for this. There is a path-ish. It's the same way you came in. It's not the greatest of roads. It's more just kind of like some tracks that have been worn into the earth over time. Doesn't seem like the dwarves of Dawnfall do a lot of journeying in this direction. So you're heading out that way. Probably at about 7 o'clock or so. You see the path in front of you. Again, not much of a path, but there is some very nice kind of open plains area, kind of spreading out, basically straight in front of you, kind of to the north and to the east. And the rocky hills and mountains kind of move up over towards the west, where the terrain gets a little bit rougher. It's still passable. I mean, that's kind of what you've been going through with the wagon. It's still passable, but it's difficult. And let me double check.
For the who's being dragged behind the cart?
No,
Okay.
Just the one extra horse.
the wagon is. Horsey,
Okay,
horsey wagon.
Gold
Yes.
and Patch. Thanks to your keen eyes, even as the light is getting close to the
See,
horizon
my
and
keen
it's starting to
dark vision
starting.
was
Well, there's still light, plenty of light,
Okay, fair enough.
but it's starting to get towards the horizon. I mean, it's about 7 o'clock, maybe maybe even closer to 7:30, but it doesn't get dark till like 9 or so
Okay.
around here because this is still in the summer months. But as it's going, you catch flashes of movement in the sky above.
I get like the instinct kicking in where it's like,
Roll
the
for
hair-
Spidey sense.
the hair on the back of my neck standing up.
You don't know. You just see some flashes of movement. Just that your passive
Like in the
perception.
air?
You just kind of caught something up in the sky.
Well, I tell you what, who actually does have Spidey sense. I'll activate Primeval Awareness.
Okay. And once again, what does that exactly tell you?
As an action, you can expend one ranger spell slot, or concentrate for 1 minute to sense rather any aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead are present within 1 mile of you, or up to 6 miles if you are in favored terrain.
Okay.
I think.
You're not really in favored terrain right now, but
But a mile is still
it's
a
still
ton of distance.
it's still a decent distance. You pick up 3 blips.
No, it's a dragon.
I really fucking hope it's not 3 dragons.
I'm not trying to get clapped by a dragon today.
It's one of those.
Hey,
about
Gold,
if you
me
you catch
or
what was
No,
Rena?
no,
Okay.
no. I'm talking
I
up in the air.
just had hopes and dreams that maybe it was less.
Yes. But no, you catch 3 blips up in the sky, and now that you're really aware of this, I mean, do you share this information with your party, or are you just kind of
Yeah, well, I'm looking up right now, and I notice Gold is looking up too. I'm like, do you catch that?
Yeah, and they just start snapping and like look up, guys.
Okay. As you all look up, I need perception checks from everyone.
You too?
Yep. Yep.
Ooh,
Your passive got you to
Guys.
notice.
17.
guys, I see things.
Nat 20 for a 26.
Okay.
Also a nat 20 for a 20.
I got an 18 flat.
Okay.
Man,
14.
my dice are
All
holding
right.
me today.
So that yours was the low roll.
Mm-hmm.
You notice the movement, but you can't make out the details as you see you're kind of darting in amongst the clouds a little bit. Maybe not quite that high, but you know, it's up there. You know. Anyone who got higher than an 18 or higher,
Yes.
you can see some definition to it. These, you know, clearly some kind of winged creatures. 3 of them. Gold, your keen eyes with that 27 or whatever it was, 26. And what'd you have again, Patch?
17
I
17.
had a nat
is what
20.
I rolled for my.
You got a what?
Nat 20.
For a total of?
20.
For a total of 20. Okay. So, but you guys, okay, because you had a 26 and you had a oh no, so you had a 26. You actually notice that okay, these things, and this is why you're getting the blips, is because they are kind of swooping down every once in a while and going, I need a either nature or survival from you.
Be right back. These pants are super uncomfortable.
You just take them
Uh,
off.
You can just go pantsless.
It's not like anybody's gonna see it.
I'll take survival because I have 1 higher than that,
Okay.
but that is a 25.
Okay. Yeah, you saw this before on the way in. These are wyverns. There's 3 of them up there. And based on their movements, you know enough about these creatures that they're on the hunt. They are scanning these open plains for things to eat.
And we're in the open plains.
Now, you've got options. There is the open plains before you. You can attempt to go through there. You've got, you know, horses, you've got wagons, you can try to go fast. There's not a lot of cover hiding you. You could also try to go closer to the mountains where the terrain is, where there are larger rocks and stuff. It's a little slower going, a little bit more difficult to pass, but you've got cover that you could keep an eye and like, okay, let's move now, okay, you know, and try to keep hidden from them. It's your choice.
So, as we've traveled this path before, we know the way we know out is straight ahead. It's
Mhm.
not the substitute path that we'd have to take.
Right. You could. It's
But we're aware we could take that substitute.
yeah. It's basically okay. We could go like this straight away, or we could scoot this way, come around this area, and then cut back.
Do we want to make a detour?
It's up to you.
I'd rather play it safe with 3 fucking wyverns.
Yeah, that's bad news.
Do you want to fight 3 wyverns,
Yes.
Tomer?
Risk destroying the cart.
I was gonna say, if you want to send me out first on the horse, they follow me, and you guys can just book it.
Risk killing one of the horses.
Then I'll go wolf form and see if they'll follow me.
I don't
then.
know that it'll be super helpful, but if I want to do nothing but this for the next forever, I can cast a very small illusionary image of like the plains over top us and the horses, maybe. As we attempt
Are you
to do
talking
this.
about?
Are you trying to put up an illusion?
Prestidigitation to do it? So, like I said, I don't know how well it's gonna work.
Prestidigitation is not going to do that.
Yeah, you can make you can make my hair look like grass, but I think that's about it.
We can go rocks if we want. It's gonna take us a little bit longer.
Use the druid
It's
craft.
it's already a 3.5-week trip. What's an extra 4 hours?
But wouldn't the wyverns' homes be towards the rocks anyway?
Probably deeper in the mountains.
Yeah, it could be, but
I'm not sure.
that's not where they're hunting at the moment.
Right now they're scanning the plains, and we're in the plains.
Well, we haven't reached. We're still in the cover of the trees. We haven't gone into the plains yet. I'm assuming.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot of cover here either.
But it's
There's not a lot of trees.
decent.
But it's a little better because it's more you're still kind of at the edge of being in some of the rocks. So there's terrain change and rocks that really kind of help set it apart.
We can do the rock route. I don't care either way.
I say we just go with the rocks. I'd rather play it safe here.
Rocks have cover, yes?
Yes.
We
It's
can.
gonna be slower, but
Yeah, no, cover is the important part in that.
rocks it is.
Okay.
I will say I do want to kind of keep an eye out, though, if I see them get within about 150 feet and seem like they're going to be relevant. I just need to be prepared to do something.
That,
Little did we know that when he said rocks, he actually meant ROC. We
just
get
a bunch
jumped.
of terror birds. The cover of the smaller birds will help us with
Yes.
the bigger, scaly bird.
Are wyverns smaller than rocks? Rocks are pretty big.
What I miss? We're doing the rock slow route.
We're
We're
preparing.
taking the slow route so we don't get eaten by
Fireball.
wyverns. I guess Persephone is going to prepare fireball. Just.
Oh.
Okay, so you guys are taking the cover that's available.
Correct.
All right.
Rocky road.
So you guys, let's see. Gold is driving. Leon, Persephone, and Patch were riding in the wagon.
We're going to get jumped by a whole fucking goblin tribe.
I probably would be up front with Gold, just not driving per se, but just kind of sitting up there with him.
That's fine. I'm not gonna physically put you there just
Yeah.
because it's.
A bitch.
Yeah, exactly. You knew.
Yeah, positioning minifigs on Hero Forges, or not Hero Forges, but on Tail Spider is a pain in the butt.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no. Little do we know,
Alright.
we're actually being funneled by the wyverns now.
Herded.
Clever girl.
We're being,
Velociraptors have joined the fray, no!
we're being herded by the wyverns into the rocks.
Where 6 more of them are waiting for us.
Meanwhile, there's an ancient
Big bird rock. That's
red dragon just waiting there for us, like
open mouth, like
expecting.
waiting for us to walk right in.
It's the Alaskan
The Alaskan
bull
bull worm. I was just thinking, that's not the worm. That's its
Okay.
tongue.
Alrighty. So let me get this set up.
In essence,
And
we are fucked.
Yeah, he prepared this encounter. We're fucked.
We are fucked.
I'm prepared.
I don't have a bow and arrow anymore.
Gold is dead.
Wait,
and we are
you
fucked.
dropped your bow in there. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I got no bow.
You didn't want to pick up a bow when you're.
Well, that's when we were running from the gas. And we,
Well, no, I meant in our downtime.
The players are
I don't think
being
dwarves would have
summoned.
much bows.
And here we go as
When you say that,
You guys-
Yeah.
find
Probably got it
yourselves
somewhere else.
moving through.
An upside
The,
down
uh,
mountain.
Yes,
No choices
moving
but to
through
push
the hills and the rocks, using them as cover, and you can see that you can provide some good cover.
Wound up in Minecraft.
The hills and the plains and stuff are out this direction, out this way. You are kind of in the rocky hills of this area right now, all kind of hanging out right here, with your wagons and everything. And as you are moving up this way, I need perception checks from everybody.
I told
assume
you there
it's-
were 6 more.
I assume it's just so that we can see our minis, but our wagon has a cover over it. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Mine was
I got a 9.
Gold don't see shit.
Yeah,
neither.
me neither.
Nat 1.
Oh, I got a 2.
7.
I got a 2 for 9.
This is based on hearing, by the way.
11.
Oh,
Gold don't hear shit.
I got 15.
Okay.
The wind was blowing in my big old rabbit ears.
Okay. So who had 10 or better?
No.
Just you two.
I was so close. 9.
Tomer.
Yes.
Well, what languages do you speak?
Uh-oh.
Oh shit. This is why I
I
didn't
wish
wanna...
Gold could hear now, because they're yelling at us.
How about you, Leon? What languages do you speak?
I speak all of them.
Do you speak Draconic?
I do.
Ooh.
Gold.
Just relay the sounds that you hear.
Common
to
and Orc.
I speak Common, Elvish, and Undercommon.
Okay.
Common and Orc for me, baby.
They're orcish
Neither of
dragons.
you can make out exactly what's being said, but you two hear the following. It's not quite loud enough that you guys hear it, but I'm going to make it loud enough so that everyone can hear right now. So you hear, Big Lokuf, Tumbabaf, Glurf, Bigalangum, Nogabaga, Fum.
Giant.
Good to know.
Trolls.
I'm gonna, if I can, try to get near Gold and Patch that are driving the wagon. Gold, there's something near us, and I don't think it's gonna be the wyverns that are gonna be my problem during this passage.
What general direction?
What direction's it?
You are hearing that from over this way, and
Right.
I will make it even more
It's a
obvious.
mountain troll.
You're hearing it from over in this general direction.
I would
That
like
way.
to aim myself that direction.
You want to go that direction?
Instead of
turret.
keeping an eye up in the sky for the wyverns, I'm gonna keep an eye over there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, are you guys continuing to move forward? What are you doing?
I would
as you see?
We,
I say we go carefully because if they
Maybe
I guess we
do
can't really afford to stop.
maybe do a swoop.
maybe they have something planned for us, or we're gonna get jumped.
Damned if we do, damned if we don't.
Maybe do a swoop.
Does someone want to maybe hop out and scope ahead real quick?
Absolutely not.
I'm the only one who could pilot the cart.
Do you want me to scope ahead then?
Tomer, if you wouldn't mind, just be wary.
Alright. Do you want me to stay on the horse, or do you want me to go on foot?
We should have Sneaky McSneakerson take a poke ahead.
Oh, that's not a bad idea. Sneaker McSneakerson.
That's something I do sometimes.
Mr. Indivisible.
Yes, Tomer, stay here with us.
One bard, indivisible, in stealthiness
Invisibard
and
will solve our
persuasion
problems.
for all.
Yeah.
Unless he chooses not to.
So,
That'd be
I
sad.
will.
bard boy, are you
I'm gonna use a second level spell slot to cast base invisibility.
okay? Base invisibility.
Based
That
invisibility.
is very
So
base.
base.
Not cringe at all.
Okay. So, this is where you are currently.
Yep.
Okay. And you are invisible.
Yep.
I am just going to change the color of your base so that we know. Let's make
Not that it
you-
actually does anything,
Green.
but I'm gonna say, you got this,
Thank you.
Okay.
and I'm gonna cast.
So you are green base, indicating that you are invisible.
Yeah.
So, where would you like to go?
I'll move on up ahead to where the sound is coming from and try to see what's up.
Okay, so you are going to be moving in this general direction.
Yes.
Okay.
What's good?
You could probably get a view about, if you moved up about 50 feet, that would put you right up kind of at that ledge up there.
Alright.
So you could probably get a view of what's in that general vicinity.
Mm.
So I will need a stealth check from you.
Also, real quick, what's the weather like today? Before I forget to ask.
The weather is partly cloudy,
With a chance
but
of
and slightly windy, but no precipitation today. You haven't seen any hints of rain, but it's been relatively pleasant. It's a nice, a fairly warm temperature. It is still in the
So
summer
no
months.
errant thunderstorms.
No errant thunderstorms.
19.
19. Okay. All right. So as you sneak your way up, you begin moving up and up and sure.
Kill him. Kill Leon.
Kill
Yep.
Leon.
And you get all the way up to here. And as you get here, that sound you heard gets louder.
Fire.
The rope camp's upside down.
Just if
Yeah.
you look at that screen.
That sound you heard gets quite a bit louder
See that?
The Skyrim giant.
Oh, good God, no.
as
It's set in
you
orbit.
see
I haven't-
two
Oh,
very, very large humanoids
okay.
Oh shit! Double shit.
arguing back and forth. At least that's what it sounds like to you. You're not sure. You don't speak that language.
Can I roll some kind of check to maybe understand what the fuck these are?
Yes, absolutely. Give me a history check.
Yay, I thought I would be a better
Yeah,
bonus.
Ajax
with
would come in
this,
clutch.
But I don't. What if I told you I have a grand total of 2?
A grand total of 2. Giant peoples!
No.
Ah!
That's crazy. Alright,
So huge.
And then they're
God.
going to eat me.
Oh
My God.
I would like to send a message as it's been a minute. How's it looking?
Am I able to respond?
Yep, this is a message, so you just gotta be within 120 feet, and it's as if you're whispering to each other back and forth.
Big people.
Some shit about big people, guys? Does that mean anything
Oh.
to you?
Sounds like some kind of giant, maybe.
Would I have
the
seen
Ajax
this type
Brigade.
of creature
If
before?
only.
Maybe from my homeland?
These specific kind? No.
Well, not this specific type, but something
They're
similar
giants
to
with
it.
Big orcs.
You really weren't there
Long enough? Okay, never mind then.
You were
Leon,
too young when you left.
can we go around them?
DM, can we go around them?
I don't know, you can always try.
You can certainly
Try.
Yeah, you can always give it a shot.
Papa, may
Yeah,
we
like-
please skip this attack?
We've got like an entire cart thing going on. Like,
Everything
yeah.
wants to break our
Are
stuff.
they big dumb stupid or are they?
I mean, I feel like
What if they're friendly?
I feel like they're.
But
so
no one can
that was why I
communicate with
wanted
them.
to know if what they were, but I assume they are big, dumb, stupid. But I also assume they have natural ability to see a cart of horses. So.
There you go, that's an appetizer.
They're already eating a horse. I don't need a
Look.
second one.
It's
Horse and a
deli-
stick.
It's delivery.
Do we need to distract?
Well,
I
a cow's
mean-
more tasty than a horse anyway, so.
Run?
Well,
If I had a whole cow,
You
I'd
know.
pursue a horse.
they were,
Right.
they were,
You know.
they were arguing about something, so.
You know.
Yeah.
I don't.
That when it snows. My eyes become red
Mm.
and the
So
light-
we're having like a message conversation. Just, maybe you could get the cart around if I stay here and strike up a nice conversation.
I mean, that's fine. Alright, guys. Leon's gonna do something stupid, but
Yeah.
we're not.
What happened?
mosey on out of here.
Is he all right?
For now, keep in touch. I message over to Leon.
Oh boy.
Wait, hold on.
So he's gonna
What's
do
the plan?
He's gonna do a distract, and we're gonna do a get the fuck out.
So is there like what giants over there? You said big people.
I'm assuming
That's
it
the
might be
extent of what
giant.
he told me. Was big people.
It might be giants.
Leon,
Yeah,
how many big people?
2.
He says two
Leon
big
sounds
people.
so fucking defeated.
He
They're
says-
so big.
They're like
No. Guys,
that
have
big.
confidence. Have confidence in this man.
Ooh.
I was a stronger than that word. This big. You're lying.
He's gonna distract and we're gonna go. That's the plan.
So what happens when he needs to get back to us?
I'll help him get out of there.
We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
If you guys want to go
I
first,
hate that plan.
you go first. I'll help Leon if he needs to get out of there. That's fine.
I don't like this at all, but fine if this is.
Do you want to go fight 3
He has
wyverns?
fully consented to this plan.
I don't want to fight 3 wyverns or 2 fucking giant naked men.
So it's your choice.
The DM has prepared an encounter, and by
Leon.
golly, we're getting hammered
Leon.
one way or another.
We're getting
Are they
fucked
men
either
or
way.
women?
What?
Male or female?
They look pretty men
Oh.
to me.
I just noticed. Thank you, Ang Hammeround, for the 500 biddies. For love of the adventure. Appreciate it. Sorry it took so long to notice that. Biddies, not titties, alright?
No,
Get it
titties.
right.
Biddies.
500 titties!
Take old biddies.
So let's do this.
250 virgins.
I'm
so
gonna-
far.
So male or female?
He said they look male.
Men.
Does it matter?
Yeah, they
Well,
got the bromance
yes.
going. Don't hate.
I'm gonna take my horse, tie it to the back of the
What if
wagon,
they're friendly?
let them get all in the wagon, and I'm just gonna get closer and just prepare if Leon
Have
needs
they
backup.
actively, trying to hurt
Okay, so
us yet?
you are getting off the horse.
Yeah, and just being Leon's backup, just in case.
Okay, so now
Leon
you
is
got.
fully consented to this plan.
So you got 2
It was in
horses
fact
hooked
my
up to the wagon, 3 horses in the back, total of 5 horses for the group.
When did we acquire the 5th horse?
Okay, so you
No.
got
No
2
more
horses
questions.
connected up to the wagon, 2 trailing behind.
Yeah, I was like,
Sometimes horses just appear.
Yes.
When you leave a horse
They
alone
duplicated.
for a couple days,
Yeah.
they just make new horses.
Exactly. Just poof, new horse.
I mean,
If I
if
did
we- horse
mitosis,
glitch.
it just splits.
Yeah.
I mean, if we had
Yeah,
the third
we're
horse, we
abusing
could
the
use it as a
infinite horse
distraction, but it's too late now.
Well, hold on. If we're using the infinite horse glitch, why don't we just walk up the side of the mountain? God.
Alright.
Yeah. What
So
if,
are
what
you
if they're
attempting to
friendly?
move up towards Leon?
I'll move up, try to
I
get.
will need stealth check from you there, Mr.
And even worse, what
boy.
if they're not friendly?
Oh, no.
Remember, you are wearing half plate.
Oh, I know. That's what I'm
Could I
willing to
have
do.
your help pet?
Well, of course.
I'm not sure how the horses are going to react to this, so could you do your best to calm them as we move forward?
Absolutely.
15 with disadvantage?
Not too terrible.
Not too terrible. That's 3/4 the die.
I have a plus
That's
4.
pretty good, yeah.
I have, a
Average
plus,
is 10, 15s, you know?
I have a plus
5
4 to
is up
Okay.
to that.
plus 4 to stealth.
So
Of
as
course.
you get to there, right here. Okay.
Mind you, you can't see Leon.
That's
Yeah, you
fine.
can't
I
see
just
where-
know he's in that general area.
You can't see where Leon is, but as
You
you
probably
get to
still
here, you're continuing to move up. You kind of move over here to this ledge,
Uh-huh.
and you bump into something invisible. It doesn't make any noise, but you kind of stumble a little bit, and you catch yourself on the stone, and one of the pieces of your armor clink like that, and
You step on the rubber chicken that just happened.
one of the voices goes, "Oh gosh, Logan, Mogalala, Mogalala."
I'm gonna look back and be like, I'm gonna give that face of like, fucking run!
Thank you, Toga.
I'm sorry.
Hey, Tomar,
I'm
how is
helping.
it going?
Patch has no idea how big giants truly are. He hasn't seen one. He's just like read about them, so he's picturing like how big are they in actuality? Just before in case I'm wrong.
Huge.
Yeah, I'm thinking like 15 feet tall tops.
Yeah, they're but about
Like
50.
10, 15.
They qualify by the monsters manual. They qualify as huge. Therefore, they take up a 15 by 15 space, which is also 15 tall.
He's picturing about 10 feet.
No, it's
Yeah.
More like
he's
15.
Okay, they're pretty big, but
Yeah, I mean,
do I hear the of their footsteps?
hold on. Let's
I
see.
will say, I haven't heard any signal to stop, so the horse is.
Yeah, no,
they're moving.
I messaged Tomar,
just give you that
asked how
look
he's
of just-
doing.
Should I roll some kind of
Go
perception based
now.
on
Alright,
what
guys,
they said?
Tomar says run. So, hey ya.
So,
I don't want to leave Tomer and Leon there to die.
They're capable
Leon
men.
can hop on my back. I'll go into hybrid form and
They're
I'll just run.
capable men.
Still invisible.
so what was
When
your
you get out of
request?
invisibility.
Would I
Do
have
I
an
want to at this
opportunity
point?
to hear those sounds, or is that factored into the same perception check?
that's all in that same perception check
Yikes.
initially. But,
That's unfortunate.
because you also have to remember, you're in the wilderness. There's wind blowing. There's other sounds going, and there's the sound of a horse and cart going over relatively rough terrain.
Yeah, that would be pretty noisy.
It's not super noisy, but it's not super quiet either. So,
A lot of white noise.
and it's not like you didn't hear any running or anything like that. You know, it was just the voice got raised a little bit.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm gonna give.
so we're
I'm
none
gonna
the
tell
wiser.
Persephone because she messaged me. Go now.
Alright,
Okay, now.
he says run.
Now, while this was going on, while Tomer was sneaking up near to where Leon was, were you
Oh.
guys just being stationary, or were you?
I
The
assume
horse
we were
and cart
moving.
had started moving
Yeah.
per
Okay.
instruction of our allies.
Okay, so
Wait,
horse
what's
and
going
cart
on?
had started moving.
Because you all been talking telepathically. I have
Yep,
no.
I am the
I have no idea
communication link.
Oh, that's right. You're with us, so you just said.
Yeah, I'm the one messaging.
She basically repeats everything like
I
a
am
telephone.
all communication.
Tomer says run. Well, why? What happened?
Well, he hasn't said run yet, but he's getting ready to say run.
Are you telepathic? Like.
It's going to be a pain in the butt to move that cart because it's not
But
an
no, what's
object;
the
it's
word I'm
something
looking
that's
for? You
built
can see the
separately,
future.
so.
You just want to
I'm
move
just
like
going to
a
use
Just
gold
move gold. Yeah, and that'll be the
as a
Yeah,
representation
fair enough, yeah.
of
I
the
am
cart.
the cart.
And so you would have probably moved about, let's see, he was going up there, he was trying to be stealthy. I'd say about that far.
I'm just a
So the cart is right about there at this point in time.
Alright, he says we need to run.
So, what are y'all doing?
We can't leave
Cart,
them.
what are you guys doing?
Run.
You can't just leave them there.
Well, I didn't say run all the way. I just meant like hurry the fuck up.
I'm going as fast as I can without alerting everyone within 300 feet of us that the cart is
I'm
here.
just giving you the information I was given.
I'm not going to go any faster here.
Tomar
Yeah, what's
is not
going on?
running.
That's fine. I think they know that we're here.
They know we're here, probably.
No, I think they know. Tomer's here.
Hey, I'm just telling you what's being told to me.
I'm continuing at the same pace.
Alright, so, here's what I'm going to do. Is we have a challenge going on right now, a skill challenge.
Perception versus stealth.
Oh shit.
The cart, in order for you to get past this area with these two big peoples unseen, you are going to need to make it from the current location where you are at gold, okay, right here, all the way to here, basically 120 feet on the map. Okay, that 120 feet represents moving quietly enough, because what you're trying to do, over the course of 4 rounds, basically 30 feet around. Okay. Now, while you are doing that, you two, your job is to assist them through whatever methods you choose. As a group, I'm going to ask you 3 in the cart what you are doing to assist in either the speediness or stealthiness of the horse and cart. You will tell me what it is you're doing, and you will roll a check. This is similar to what Andrew does in his. Okay. Your goal is to make more successes than failures each round in order to progress forward without the cart being seen. Okay. So, you three will focus on what you can do to help the cart move or not be, or keep it quiet or whatever. You two are going to have to figure out what you can do to either distract these large peoples, to prevent yourselves from being fully discovered and attacked. I mean, you have to figure out what you're doing, and your strategy could be to attack. That's up to you. Okay? Now, unlike what Andrew does in Magnus Avum, okay, whatever you guys do, it has to be something different on a round. What the enemy does can be completely different from what you do. So, like, an enemy could choose to attack, you could still choose to attack. Make sense? Okay. So, we are going to start with round 1. Cart drive instead of fight? Okay. So, we'll go this way around. Patch, what are you doing with the
I was
cart?
hoping not be first. I have no idea what I can do. I have nothing prepared.
Okay, well then we'll start on this side.
Yeah.
That'll give you some time to think.
I'm in the middle. Sucks.
All right. So what I'm going to do is, I doubt anyone's using this. I'm going to use a tool or a item. I'm going to pull a jar of oil or flask of oil out of my bag and use that to grease the wheels to make the wheels squeak less.
Okay. All right. So
Most of the sound is probably from the wooden wheels.
since you're using an item, I will give you a bonus to a
Like a sleight of hand check.
no.
You stealing the wheels?
You know, yeah, sleight of hand I think would work. I'll allow that.
Okay.
I'll give you a bonus if you've chosen to use an item to do that.
Okay. The bonus is equal to like a D4. Or
I'll add it on.
Gotcha.
That one.
That's a 7.
What's your
It's not a
plus?
net 1.
Okay.
It was plus 3.
Okay. So
Otherwise,
That-
I'm still using it.
that is one failure. Okay. Persephone.
So, I assume nature exists and there are nature sounds
There are natural
commonly.
sounds.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to prestidigitation a sensory effect of a sound and try to cover up our wagon making noises with nature sounding noises.
Just a
Okay.
continuous elk
Alright,
sound.
so you're going to constantly cast
Just
prestidigitation.
elks having
At
rough
least for
sex.
this little bit, yes.
Okay. All right.
Just piercing the
I am-
inside.
I am going to need from you a stealth check because it does require verbal components to try to make sure you're being quiet enough.
13.
Okay. Good enough. So, yeah, you're being quiet enough as you're sending it off, and with that though, the use of that spell, automatic success. So you now have one success, one failure.
Solid.
Tomer, what are you gonna do? You think you've been spotted, but you don't know for sure. You're just going off of
Sound.
the sound of that you don't know how to translate.
Are they both of them are still in the front?
They are still in the cave right there.
Is the thing next to the right of them made out of stone or wood?
That looks like it is made out of bone.
Oh, shit.
And in fact, go ahead and give me a perception check.
We are super fast.
19?
19, yeah. That is a bone cage. And there is something inside it.
There's something inside of it.
You see something in there moving. You can't make out what, because it's a little bit darker in the cave, and just the way that fire's in front, kind of the
It's
mixture of the
late
light and
afternoon,
the shadow.
Evening.
Hmm?
It's late afternoon / evening. isn't it?
It's evening. It's getting close to being to where it actually will start to get dark out, but it's not quite there. But the shadows in the cave combined with that large bonfire in front, it makes it hard to really see what's in there, but something is in there moving
Is
around.
there a lock? Oh, no, I can't really tell if there's a lock on there.
I mean, it looks like the door is facing out towards here, but that's it. I mean, you can't tell how that thing's actually put together.
I have 2 options.
I have no idea what to do. I
How
have
far
nothing
does that
could
go?
really-
You just tell everyone.
So what's 100? What's 120 feet from me?
You're well within that range for the stuff in the cave, if that's what you're wondering.
Oh no, I was gonna
We're
light
doing
one.
charades
I was gonna
here. I
light
can't
one of
tell
their
you what to
pants
do.
on fire with firebolt.
Yeah, you're well within 120 feet. Yeah,
Actually,
you're half that distance.
okay. Was there any way that I could distract them by lighting one of the trees above them or near them on fire?
You can always try.
Yeah, I'll try to get a tree in my line of sight where I can still try to be covered and try to shoot it to ignite it with flame. See if that'll distract them.
So let's see here. Let's
If they were
do.
hostile, they definitely are now. Being shot at.
Let's get a range of.
Their camp is being raided.
I just put those curtains up and they're on fire.
That's about
Boy, he was so
120.
mean.
So
Yeah, I was thinking
for
the
the
one.
most part, your range of vision because of the rocks is that.
Yeah, I was
So
thinking,
really, any of the trees kind of in that cone.
yeah, I was
are
looking
in
at the one
range.
to the left, the one closest to the big guy on the left. That one right there.
For you to have to move to actually see that because the cone cuts through the rock to get to that tree.
Okay.
So, but you would have to move to actually see that. But you could see that if you like moved over to this side.
Yeah,
over
I'm gonna
here.
shimmy over quietly and then try
Okay,
to do it.
you will need to do a stealth check to get over there without being seen.
Oh, fuck me. Okay. 14 plus 4. 18 total.
Okay. So you move your way over here.
Yeah.
And you just have an angle, just barely, to firebolt that tree.
Yeah, I'm gonna firebolt that tree. Just
Okay. So now with that, I'm gonna have you roll a deception check because you have this literal fiery bolt firing from you to this tree,
Tracer round.
I got plus 4 to deception.
and them trying to figure out and be distracted by the tree and not you.
Hoping they're not that intelligent. Nat 20 plus 4.
All right. So yep, they that's a success. You
It's the only one I'm gonna get
the
in game.
tree is now on fire. So you have gotten them at least temporarily distracted by that.
Oh God, thank God. Ooh, pretty colors.
So the tree is now on fire.
Yes.
All right, Leon,
What all do I see in the cave?
you see two big people.
Right.
You see a bone cage.
Uh-huh.
Something is inside it.
Alright.
There is a large bonfire with an entire cow on a spit above it. Go ahead and give me a perception check if you're trying to discern what else is going on in the cave.
I'll use the blue die this time.
Come on, Leon.
Dirty 20.
Okay. Kind of in the back, behind where these things are standing,
Mhm.
it looks like a whole bunch of like leaves and grasses and stuff like that, kind of like maybe bedding, maybe how they've made beds.
Alright.
That's in the back there, and you notice there is a crate back there, and maybe a bag or two hanging, like a sack or two near it.
Alright. I think I'm gonna try to move up to that bonfire and knock the like one of the ends of the sticks down so that the roast falls into the fire.
Okay, you are gonna try to do that.
You're
So
trying to ruin their dinner.
you're gonna have to stealth up there.
It's better than us being their
What
dinner.
did these guys do to us? Let me ask that.
Remember, you're still indivisible.
Unfortunate happenstance.
Wrong place, wrong time, bitch.
We're bullying them.
25.
Okay, you aren't noticed. However, now that was the easy part.
Mm-hmm.
Here's
The hard part is the actual check.
Yeah.
You will need a strength athletics to attempt to knock this over somehow to get that cow to fall into the fire.
That's a
believe-
flat roll for me. Pray for me, boys.
I believe in you, Leon.
Thoughts and prayers.
May the dice gods bless thee.
I'm using the heavier die for this one. I need work on 5.
Await this decision.
That is an 18.
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay. You manage to actually knock the stick and the cow into the fire.
Yay.
Well, the cow wasn't really very alive to begin with at that point anyway.
Oh, you on a live
So
toad?
that half of that
My
stick is now in the fire with the cow as you manage to dislodge it, and so it disconnected and pow, fell in. So you now have 3 successes and 1 failure.
Wait a second.
Hey, fuck off.
However,
trying to be creative.
just know, by the end of this, how many successes and how many failures you have overall will determine exactly how successful you are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So right now, it looks like this round is going to you. But what exactly happens at the very end can only be determined by the total number of successes and failures.
Next episode.
Okay, so, Patch, what are you doing to help the cart move or or be silent or whatever? What is your plan?
I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals and let the horses know that we are trying very hard to not be seen right now, and that we could potentially be in danger if something were to go awry, and that we should probably hustle.
Okay. So expend your spell slot.
Yep, it's still loading, but
And-
it is
I'll say, give me animal handling with advantage, because you use that spell.
Let's see. Handle animal. There's 1. That first roll is a 21.
Okay, that's more than enough.
Okay, second roll is not a 21.
Yeah, that is more than enough. You don't need to. So
It was a 20.
the cart has made it to here.
Oh, shit.
Okay, that is round 1. 3 more to go.
Ding ding.
Okay. Oh, I should say, I forgot. It's their turn.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
So
Triple shit.
this one runs over to this tree.
You're not properly positioned.
Oh, I'll don't worry, I'll move it. I just have to get him going. So this one runs over to this tree
Oh, what is it with this
and begins to try to put the tree out. This one over here runs over to the fire and grabs the cow out of the fire. Like, burn up my food type thing. You know what I don't like. If you could understand what they were
I
saying.
don't like it medium rare.
Okay? That's what they do. They are officially distracted at this point. So,
My dude just
again,
fucking grabbed
overall,
that
you have succeeded
flaming cow.
for that round. So, round 2. But before we get into round 2, I think it is actually time we took our first break.
Okie doke.
So,
Start
we're going to go ahead and take our break. So we will be right back in just about 10 minutes. While we're gone, if you want to leave a super chat, we will be reading out any super chats after the break, and possibly in funny voices. And then after that, we'll get right back into it. So we'll see you guys in just about 10 minutes.
See ya.
Boy.
Bye-bye.
Okay, and we are back. So, we are now entering round 2 of the skill challenge. So, let's change it up. Let's start on this side.
Oh shit.
I just did my thing.
Yes, and now you get to do it
Yeah, I
again.
had that whole 10 minutes and I didn't think of anything.
We were discussing.
That was
real life.
literally the only thing I can think of to do. I guess I'll just keep talking to the horse. So y'all come here often?
Alright, so you'll attempt it again?
I mean, probably not gonna tell them another thing right after that. Like they probably get the point. I guess I'll just stay quiet.
Okay, so I will need a stealth check from you.
Oh no! Since I'm not well,
It's still going to be disadvantage.
fuck. He wants me to fail. Oh, that's a 7.
That is indeed a failure. So as you're in the
Oh
back,
no, I'm sorry. It's a +2, 11,
it's
not -2.
still
Yeah,
is
I
a
figured.
failure. As you are attempting, well, let me just double check to make sure. Yeah. Yep. So as you are attempting to stay quiet in the back of this cart, it is jostling around as you are going over this rough terrain, and you kind of fall into the side of it, and
Fall
your
into
armor
our
makes a
china
nice
cabinet
big
that we have on
clunk.
the cart.
Yes.
Knocks all the dishes off.
Yep.
Why do we keep this?
Get the fuck out!
Scream and run.
Leon,
Our
it is
stockpile
your
of
turn.
rubber chickens.
I want to move up to the bone cage and try to see what's inside.
Okay, I will definitely need a stealth check from you for that. And you had moved up to the fire, so you're up here. This is going to be very difficult due to the proximity.
20. Not natural.
Okay.
Smells
So-
like elf flesh to me.
Meat's back on the menu.
As you begin, which way are you going to move around? Are you going around this way, or are you going around this way?
I'd imagine going behind the first one, so around the other way would be smarter, considering that's behind.
Straight through the fire.
Other way.
So around this other way.
Because they're both facing away from going that direction.
Alright.
Well, they're actually facing right this way.
So that one's looking towards the tree, and that
Oh,
one's
yeah.
looking forward. So if I go in between both of them, then neither of them are facing me for the majority of the duration of me walking towards the cage.
Okay. So as you get past here, and you're walking between them, this one turns around with the cow and bumps its toes right into you.
Fun.
And then it goes, Galumba! Tunga! And that is a failure.
Okie dokie.
Oh.
Tomer, you are up.
The one that bumped into Leon, I'm gonna set his loincloth on fire.
So you're going to attempt to attack him with a firebolt?
Yeah, aiming at his clothes only.
Still gotta roll. You're still rolling to hit him, so
What
you
is
still
it?
gotta make a regular attack roll.
For an aimed strike, though, is that like a percentile?
No, they're huge. So I'm just gonna give it a straight regular attack roll.
18, I'm sorry, I can't do math quickly.
18. All right, it hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
2d10. These are 10s. I can't see well. 12.
Okay. So,
Yeah, so now you've physically struck the.
so you have now struck one of these creatures with a firebolt.
It's okay, it came from the fire.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Whoa, guys, it wasn't me.
It was the flame from the fire.
Who's that? I got an adventurer infestation.
As you strike it, and
Oh, I
sure
thought it was-
enough, it does cause a little bit of fire to appear on this thing's clothing.
Smacks his own nuts.
What?
What I'm imagining is Leon looking up. And then the.
And it
loincloth
kind of
comes off.
screams, which causes the other one to turn around. And that is a success because you did attack it and hit it, so you have successfully caught its butt on fire.
Yes! He ate a bag of flaming Cheetos.
Persephone, it is now your turn.
Distance from me to the camp is what?
To the which part of the camp?
Just any of it. Like how far away am I?
Well,
from?
this is the cart right
Okay,
there.
so way more than that. Okay, so,
Yeah,
that one's not gonna work. So instead of that, I'm going to do message to Tomer.
Okay.
How we doing?
One of them is catching on fire. Leon's trying to see what's in the cave. Oh no, I don't know that. I don't know where Leon is.
I have true sight.
We're out here metagaming.
I don't know where Leon is, but just keep moving on your end. They haven't noticed you guys.
Alright, Gold, I was given the A-OK.
Oh, okay, cool.
Now, are you doing anything else to assist?
The only thing I can think of is the same thing I did before, and it's not very exciting to do the exact same thing again.
Nope.
So, no. I'm just using my
Okay.
turn to communicate. That way we are in touch with what's going on, in the sense of we're aware of that surrounding and whether or not our distraction is working.
All right, I will give you a straight D20 roll, 50-50 shot
I'll take it.
of success or failure.
It's an 18.
That's another success.
Alright.
Don't fuck it up, Gold.
I would like to use my keen eyes, and I've traveled on this cart quite some time. I can figure what's going to make more noise or more bass as I run it over than other things.
Okay.
And so I would like to try and make a perception check to make certain I'm on the optimal path of quietness.
Very well. Go ahead and roll it.
That is a 16.
That is just enough.
Success.
So, 3 successes. Once again,
Huzzah!
you have succeeded. However, it is their turn.
Oh shit.
And now, even though you have succeeded, they are aware of the presence of at least one among them and something behind.
Among Us.
This one turns around and now sees you
Shit.
as you basically gave away your position clearly.
Don't.
Seeing you right there,
He's gonna chuck the cow.
he actually does throw the cow.
Wow, flaming cow.
Free meal.
At least it's not a flaming cock.
That is a 25 to hit.
Ooh.
Oh, my armor class is only 17. And I'm not an
Fire
iron.
ass cow. A burning cow. Does that do fire damage?
It's not burning. It's
real fucking
it's
hot,
cooked.
though.
It's a cooked cow.
It's like cooking up a 400-degree hamburger. It's
And-
gonna
It
fucking
was
hurt.
like, well, if anyone picked it up,
Fairly-
we picked
fairly
it up first,
fortunate.
So.
Only 17 points of bludgeoning damage as you
17?
get smacked by
Only
a cow, and the cooked meat of the cow kind of partly falls apart, which is why it didn't do
I
more.
don't want to grease my new armor just yet.
Oh, these guys are good chefs. They smoked that cow enough to fall apart. Oh.
Actually,
Oh.
I'm the chef
You're just
here.
like,
I dropped it into the fire.
I helped with the cooking
Now-
process.
You added that nice char.
That was one success on their part.
Oh no, that's not good.
Oh shit.
They have more successes to come.
The other one,
he's out of ammo,
Is-
though. He only had the one cow.
the other one turns and attempts to stomp right down in an area. It's not exactly sure what it's stomping at. Best you can tell is, the other one must have said something to it. And so it attempts to hit basically the space you are in, which is at disadvantage for that. And yeah, a 12 is not going to hit you, I don't think.
Yay.
Leon's not dead. Huzzah!
This is just like when we got the challenge.
So that is a failure on its part.
Yay.
So
So
much for you.
Starts
we're basically now at 4 and 2 for that one, Which means, once again, you have overall succeeded in being able to move the cart without them truly knowing what the hell is going on. So that is where you are going to end up. Right over there, so. Boop. Okay, so the cart is right up there. And it is now into round 3. 2 rounds to go.
Wowza.
Starting on this side, once again.
Alright, I'm gonna do something a little controversial here, boys.
Oh no.
And maybe not the brightest idea, but it sounds the funniest.
You're gonna park the wagon and come join.
No. I'm going to scream in Draconic towards these giants.
Okay.
I have a side question. If he's doing this, can I use my action to aid him with thaumaturgy to
About
make
to
his,
say, you
his
wanna-
voice louder?
You can hear Draconic, but from a little
I will
less
say, but
source.
you are sacrificing 1 success in order to make this a success.
I sacrifice a success, or I sacrifice my turn.
Basically, you're sacrificing your ability to get a success on your own.
I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
Okay.
Basically, in Draconic, I tell them to cower in their caves and hide, for my fire will burn them if they dare come near.
Okay.
And I would like to make that an intimidation.
It is an intimidation, and you have advantage because you are getting helped by the thaumaturgy.
Nat 20 for a
total?
22. A 2.
You're welcome.
It's a good thing you had
Okay.
advantage, because holy shit.
Yeah, that is a success. So you have won this round, and that was your assistance. Tomer,
They see me, right?
they see you.
Shit. To take less damage, I will go into hybrid form.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna firebolt the fucker who threw the cow at me again. I'm a vegan! The plus 4, 12 plus 4, 16?
16,
You
that
got
will
a
hit.
plus 40 your firebolt?
Yeah.
No, because it's a
That'll
spell
hit.
attack.
Yeah, that's not his main thing, so he's better hitting with his weapon. But
Yeah, it's only a plus. It doesn't have any extra damage. It's just 2
But that's
Yeah.
proficiency plus
Roll
probably
your
a
damage.
plus
Okay,
2
it's
in-
proficient, that's right.
Yeah.
I was wondering
or
how it was
plus
that
3
high.
proficiency.
another 12. 2 6s.
Another 12. You got it.
And then that's it for me.
So that is another success. Are you gonna move or anything like that?
Yes, I am.
Okay, where are you moving to?
I am moving to the left side behind those rocks. Other way.
You're gonna go over this way.
Yeah, so I can lure them away from the wagon, which is
Okay.
going the opposite direction.
So you move
Don't forget
that
you need
way.
to get back to the wagon.
I can probably outrun them.
Okay.
I don't know about that.
Their stride is a little bit longer than yours.
So that is your turn. So we have 2 successes now. Leon.
Alright, I'm gonna continue trying to get to the cage to see what's in it.
Okay, I'll need another stealth check from you.
Yep. What's in the cage?
That is a 29. I sure hope that's a success.
No.
They
It's too high.
do not seem to know where you are. That is definitely a success in moving past them. And you are now near the cage.
What in there?
I need you to give me a nature check.
It's an owl bear.
It is a
Lovely
young
nature.
dragon.
That's a skill I'm totally amazing at.
I don't know what else to do.
Be creative.
Nature.
Yeah,
plus
scream in
one.
Draconic.
Don't necessarily. I mean, if you can't think of something to do with your skills or spells or anything like that, just be creative.
9.
9.
Oil slick.
With what?
Oil.
You know what this is, but you don't know much about it, other than this is the most deformed looking troll you have ever seen. It is weird. It is not. It doesn't look like it is a standard bipedal troll. It looks more like is same general features, but its arms are kind of twisted at odd angles, and it's kind of standing on all fours. And its head seems malformed and kind of wonky, as it's like.
Did they disable a fucking troll and make it a quadruped?
This sounds like some SCP shit. Alright, is there like a door on the cage or something?
There is, right on the front.
I'm gonna open it.
Okay. That I'm gonna have to wait till your next round,
Okay.
because you were taking your time to move up there and try to inspect what was going on.
Alright.
But you did get a success, so you have 3 for the round.
Well, I'm at a loss at what to do. I got no spells that won't make things worse in my position. There's nothing I can do in terms of attacks. I've already hustled on the horses, so I don't have access to a whole lot that would be good in this situation.
And just think of something creative. It doesn't have to be any
Become a
specific skill.
boy.
I can't.
Oh, sorry.
He needs
You
one
can't
more
turn
level
into
for
a bird?
that.
Nope.
He's got one more. He needs one more level.
Theoretically,
just
you
have
could
like
become
a-
a bird if
Can't
you
be
never
anything
flew.
I
flying.
can't turn into a bigger
Oh,
animal
okay.
that push the cart because it wouldn't make much sense with the horses in front. If anything, that'd make things worse. Turning one of the horses into something bigger to pull faster wouldn't work because there's more than one, and it'd be lopsided.
What about making yourself small?
What would that do?
Lessen the
Make
weight.
you
Lighter, I guess. That
lighter
doesn't-
or smaller, and you're not
No.
covered in metal, so you're not making disadvantage on your stealth checks.
I'm not even moving. It shouldn't even
Yeah.
be.
Well, the cart's moving on rough terrain. Think about it. If you're standing in the bed of a pickup truck going over an old country road that had lots of potholes in it,
True.
you're going to be moving around. You're going to have to hang on, and if you're, not doing the greatest, you might bump into the side or fall on your butt. That's basically what
I
you're
have
kind
an
of
idea
dealing
that he
with.
can do, but I can't say.
Have you eaten yet?
Have you had your daily vitamins?
Do you want to take a
Pull out
nappy
some
nap?
rations and just.
You want to take a nappy nap?
Just, man, I'm just so
The
hungry
Hulkster
right
wants
now.
you to take your vitamins.
Is it just all rock floor, or is there any grass nearby the rocks?
Small grasses, moss, just
And there's nothing
fucking
else I can do
shit.
without getting out of the cart. I guess I'll just turn into an ape. I'll just chill, and that way I don't have the armor hindering.
Giant
me.
ape or a regular ape?
Just a regular. This is
Okay.
polymorph.
Okay.
Just a good old challenge rating 1/2.
Okay. So,
Monkey.
monkey.
I'm a monkey.
Return to monkey. Okay, so you have monkeyed. All right.
Super out of character, but whatever. That's all I got.
And I'm going to give that an automatic success.
Hooray!
As you
We
didn't,
love success.
didn't really hinder anything. And in fact, you did solve an issue with the clanging of your armor. So that'll be another
Monkey,
success.
monkey.
That is round 3. You have one more that is needed for the cart to get sufficient distance away. So you are now with the cart right about there. Okay. And it is now their turn. This one comes around
Goodbye, Tomer.
Ah, shit.
to find you,
Triple shit.
and it says it's time to smack you as it takes its fist and goes whoom, whoom, and tries to smash you. 2 attacks coming your way.
I'm gonna throw a banana peel.
The
at it.
first
I got
one
you.
definitely misses, but the second one makes up for it with a nat 20.
Goodbye, goodbye.
It's a good thing I have my
Again, I
backup
got
character
you.
ready.
Next turn, I'm throwing a banana peel at it.
It would be a shame if
I got
this is
43.
the encounter you die.
I helped letting the party escape. That's a lot of damage. Well, I take half on physical damage.
Are you transformed?
Yeah.
You said you still have 43 health?
Yeah, and I take half whatever damage he's gonna deal. That's why I went to hybrid form.
9.
And you're very lucky. I rolled on 6 d8s, I rolled 1, 2, 2, 3, 2, 8.
Yes.
So you end up with 18, 23 reduced to 11 because of your hybrid form. As he misses you with one fist, as he brings it down, the other one hits next to you. However, that one, as he brings it down, it shakes the ground, and I'm going to need a dexterity saving throw.
This is where Tomer gets probably super fucked.
Not bad. 19?
Okay. So you managed to avoid the shrapnel from the rock that his fist smashed and broke into pieces, flying out as the ground around you shook. So you didn't take any damage from that, but he did smack you for one success on their side. The other
I
one,
don't think the draconic worked.
I tried, man. I tried to get him to back off.
the other one
Well, they're scared
moves
of a dragon
over to
right
the
now.
cage, reaches down, opens it up,
Uh-oh.
and goes, "Blah, blah, blah, arg!"
Oh, did he not end up opening it?
He couldn't yet.
It would have been on
okay.
his.
No, I got
This
you.
turn is
It's
when
their
you
deranged.
Yeah.
version
Get
of it.
I was really hoping that wasn't their pet and that was some kind of captive and he didn't like them.
Mhm.
Nope.
No.
It is their fucking beast.
Fucking kill you.
He goes,
They just
Leon.
stuck their equivalent of like what Donnie from the Wild Thornberry. Go get
And
him.
Smashing, darling.
this troll thing comes charging out and begins sniffing around.
I will. Goodbye, Leon.
And it turns towards the area you are, and it's sniffing intently.
I need 2 bananas now.
And it attempts to bite in the square that you're in.
Do I need to look at these dice?
2 nat 20s.
That's another nat 20.
He's invisible.
Is it disadvantage?
Yes, that's why I rolled 2. Yeah.
I was like,
I was
hey,
like,
hey,
Like,
hey.
I was like,
I
hold
got
on, I
that.
just saw the 20 and I was just
Hold
like,
up,
holy
my
fuck.
boy.
Number.
Too much dip in your chip.
Okay,
Okay, the lower
so
one's also nat 20.
no, it's not. It's not.
I'd be like, holy shit.
But
God tier.
that still might be enough. Does a 17 hit you?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
So the bite does hit you
Time for that concentration.
for a whopping 5 points of piercing damage.
Ooh, that's rough. The problem is,
Now you're infected.
I can make a con.
yeah, you're
saving
also
throw.
going to be quadruped after this.
You're turning into a troll.
I cannot make a con saving throw.
No. Oh no.
That's
So
so
now you're
bad.
visible.
Oh no.
That's so unfortunate.
Oh no.
You are visible.
Oh no, no.
That is not good.
Oh no.
This is the encounter
This is-
ever.
And that is a definite success on their part, so they have 2. You guys did succeed this round. You did move, but they also got 2 successes this round. So, the final round. This final round, Patch.
What do we
Patch
have in the
8.
card? Do I have access to any bananas?
I don't know. Did you? There wasn't really any fruit.
I don't
This
have
was an
any
unforeseen
bananas.
circumstance of me needing to throw a banana peel at something.
There is stuff in the cart. It's there. I wouldn't say that you have any fruit because there wasn't really any fruit at Dawnfall.
We got carrots.
Yeah, there's carrot. You probably
No
have some
self-respecting rabbit person would ever throw their carrots.
You're an 8.
Yeah, but this one's wild shape. I still can retain my intelligence and thoughts. What is in the cart to throw? And what am I in throwing distance of anything?
Depends how
The
far
world
you
is
can
upside
throw.
down, so I'm
No,
kinda-
not. We're like 60 foot away minimum.
I'm a monkey. Monkeys can throw far.
You are 120 feet away from that one, and 90 feet away from this guy.
Throw your feces.
20 feet. Yeah.
Throw your poo.
I don't imagine that you could throw that far, but I mean...
I have no idea they're even in danger.
Yeah, I was like, and I also want to specify, none of us, aside from me if I message them, even have any fucking clue they're in trouble. Last I knew
I
they
don't
were
know if
kind
these
of
things are
fine.
angry at us.
I will give all three of you in the cart a perception check to hear commotion.
No, they're
enough-
fine, guys.
I got 12 plus 7, so 19.
You hear a lot of commotion. You hear wham, wham. You hear arg.
You know, they're fine.
I'm just blissfully driving down the road.
They're fine.
Country
Shit.
road.
You start shaking the wagon. Come on!
Where the fuck does monkey come from?
Yeah, dude, the fucking enraged chimpanzee.
So what are you gonna do? You have this information.
I can't even communicate that now.
Use sign language.
I'm a smart shit.
I'm sorry, Percy doesn't speak sign language.
Jen speaks ASL. Percy does
How
not.
fast is the cart moving if I were to jump off and
You're
throw
moving.
something?
You're moving 30 feet around, which is 30 feet every 6
You got
seconds.
4 rounds to get there. Or 2 if you dash.
This is a lot. Wait, 2, 4. Oh, 4. I'm gonna try to convey what's going on to them in monkey.
Okay.
Just a
Convey.
Just the.
I think he said go faster. He will beat us up if we don't go faster.
I'm gonna say for both of you, give me insight check. This is your do a performance check. You do insight check.
Do I get to keep my charisma score on
Not on polymorph. I don't.
polymorph? I know I get to keep wisdom and no, I think I do get to keep charisma.
Actually, you might be right. Logan, would you know that off the top of your
Wisdom
head?
and charisma, I think I get to keep.
On polymorph? No, that's on your wild shape.
No, I'm sorry, I am wild shaped.
Okay, then yeah, you keep
Don't
your
worry.
mental stats.
Yeah, I didn't use the
General
polymorph.
rolled pretty well, so
Okay, so
just don't F up.
what is my
Sinkhole.
+1? You know, I'm gonna roll the please. Oh, that's not good. 6.
Okay,
5.
18.
18. Okay.
You want us to smash?
So between that, Persephone, you understand enough of the gesturing that he's doing to understand that something is happening over there. And you can hear now when he does that, because you kind of focus and look over there, and you can hear there's something going on, and because they are so damn big, you can see one of them. In fact, you've got kind of a line of sight. One of them you can see over here is now over near this cage, and you can actually see this weird troll creature over the top of the rocks. Like, you can see its head and shoulders. And the other one, you can also see that one, because it's so tall. It has moved away from the camp. You have a good general idea that, okay, something's going on.
That Tomer's getting beat to death.
Whether you choose to relay
like
that
Leroy
or not,
Jenkins on my turn.
you don't know. You have no clue. Gold.
I'm just the Tomer like
Driving around in my automobile.
Whose turn is it?
Well,
Okay.
I will allow you to
So,
just say
I'm
if
gonna
you're going to
ask
say
a
anything.
relevant question. Would I be able to message to get a feel of what's going on from the people down there and then react, or no?
You can message. You're within 120 of Leon
Yeah.
and Tomer.
My goal is to message Leon, but would I be able to also cast a spell if need be, or no?
Hey, how's it going?
Because I don't know
Radio
how our
static and
round
screaming.
situation.
I'll say yes, you can.
Okay.
I'm just expecting.
Hey Leon, I got a monkey over here making no sense. How we doing?
Things are not exactly going to plan.
Do we need aid?
Maybe Tomer does. I feel like I'll be fine.
All right, buckle up. And I'm gonna cast Fireball.
Okay, where are you placing
So it is a 20-foot radius. So in the middle to ideally hit both of them if
You are
the
going to
radius
attempt to
will
hit both
allow
of
it.
them.
Both of the giants.
Yeah. So if I hit in the middle,
No way.
20 feet out, is that doable?
Nope, that is
Not
a
even
20-foot
close.
Okay,
radius.
if that's
Biggest
not
You can get
doable-
one or the other.
years.
All right. Well, then I will maybe not do Fireball if I can't hit them both. I will instead of Fireball.
You're going to have to do something that you at least got 120-foot range on.
Oh no, I'm aware.
Or move out of the cart.
Ooh, I know.
I got
Twin
it.
fireball.
Ooh, actually,
Ooh.
I can't.
You
twin
can't do that. It is
Fireball.
not a single target.
It's not a twin.
No, it's a single target.
This
It's
one's
targeting
only
at that
one.
single area.
It's a large target.
I will.
Define target.
Let's do this. He said Tomer. I don't know where Tomer is, but I think it's a fair assumption. I know he was invisible and he was not. So fair to assume the one outside of the camp is probably the one with Tomer. So I'm gonna hit that one. Also, he's closer.
He is
so
closer.
I'm gonna Chaos Bolt him.
Okay.
It is let's do a level 3 Chaos Bolt. 'Cause
Okay,
why
so
the fuck not?
you aim a Chaos Bolt at
Actually, does
this
Chaos
one.
Bolt do anything if I cast it at a higher level?
Probably just more damage.
It is
No.
upcastable.
Where? Am I stupid? I don't have that written down. What is it? Oh, I did. Just kidding.
It's
I
about
Yep,
was
the
stupid.
same.
at
I found
higher
it.
level.
No, an extra d6. I didn't look properly.
Yep.
I said at 3rd level.
Yep, so that actually would be 2 extra d6s.
Yep. So 1, 2 extra. So I'm gonna range spell. It's how many? It's plus 6. 7 plus 6 is 13.
Mm-hmm.
Did a 13 hit?
A 13.
Ooh, it just might.
That-
They're big boys.
Please.
They don't have armor, but they're thick skinned.
That does just hit.
Okay.
Say the giant ape only has 12.
So I get to roll a bunch of stuff. I will make this one the type. A 2 is cold damage. I hit him for 6,
Still
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 cold damage. And I did not roll the same number to make them hit off another target.
So 16 cold damage.
I think that's what I said.
Made him nipply.
And then I will tell
Oh
you.
man, his ass was on fire, and now it is too cold.
They do need
Turn
a
him
little
into
bit.
Andre 3000. What's cooler
Okay.
than being cool?
So
Ice cold. That's what's cooler. than
I'm going
cool.
to count that as a success for you
I would hope
Hooray!
and a success for you.
so. Oh,
So you have gotten 2 now for this round, and you have 3 people left. Leon, what are you
Business
doing?
as usual.
I'm gonna look at the troll,
Okay.
and I'm gonna just kind of shyly wave, with a bright smile,
Oh, hello.
cast greater invisibility on myself, and get the fuck out.
Okay. So you cast Greater Invis?
Yep.
Okay, and I will need a stealth check.
Okie
Just sniffing you out, but right behind you.
Go get him, boy.
I can't tell if that's a 1 or a 19 on the blue die.
show it to
What
19.
number is supposed to be up on this
Obviously.
dice?
Like any other d20, but it's.
It looks like it's angled.
Oh, it's, yeah.
Is it cocked or is it just a bad roll?
That's cocked, but it looks like a 19 is on the top. It could
Because
just.
it's a 1 right there, and then the other whatever.
It looks like
Just re-roll it.
Now, hand it.
If I hand it, it's gonna move.
If it's caught, just re-roll. If we can't
Okay.
instinctively
Okay.
find out.
Well, hold on.
He's
Let,
already coming
let the
over.
DM come and check. 'cause
DM discretion. We
to
can't
me, it looks like a
read.
19, but it could be just how the mat is cocked.
It's up to you.
It's just because the angle that's pointing at
That's
you.
cocked. Clearly cocked.
It's weird because this die does that.
Yeah, it could be the design on the
It
equipment.
is.
Alright, yep, I'll take the 25.
You will? Really?
Yeah.
No,
I
I'm gonna
wouldn't
take
have
the
thought
nat
so.
one just to get clapped.
Okay, so where are you moving?
Towards the cart.
Anywhere but here.
Anywhere but here. All right, so Leon, you have cast your spell and you're using your movement, so you get to right about there as Mr. Greater Invisibility.
Yep.
That is a success.
Run.
You're at 3.
Dun, dun.
Tomer.
I believe in you.
If I run, I get swung on.
Not if you disengage.
Climb up the hill. Certainly they can't climb.
Everyone
Yeah,
knows
sure.
giants are afraid of mountains.
Yeah, these mountain giants are really afraid of the mountain.
Fuck it. Disengage and then I'm booking it. I'm using all my speed.
Okay. So you.
Oh.
What's your movement?
40.
Okay.
But I
so
don't know
you
if
use
that
your
change-
action to disengage.
I don't know if that changes with hyperform. I don't think it does.
Okay. And so then you're using your action to disengage. So you're then you move. So that will put you right there.
You might need to zoom out.
You said your movement's 40, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And you used your action to disengage so you couldn't get hit, which allowed you to move around him and your movement speed to here.
I can't do much more than that.
You do have bonus action if you would like to use it.
Bonus action cry.
Bonus action move more?
Dude, if you had missed
If you were a rogue.
that'd be so cool.
Bonus action, put down a smoke bomb if you got one. I have the plan. It may fuck you two both, but
I was planning to
It's a
fully cast
sacrifice.
fireball in there without knowing where they were.
Surprised you haven't casted darkness yet.
You do
What,
have
what is that
potions,
gonna
right?
do for me?
She has them all.
you could have
Obscure
obscured
us.
them.
I gave her the.
You don't have
We
a
used
sword.
Obscure
some
them.
of them during the fight.
You don't have a
It
single
doesn't-
one on you.
It
It's
doesn't-
never stopped you before.
It doesn't move.
Can I? You
Yeah,
can't do
but
cantrips
neither
as
does
a
the
bonus
can.
action, can you?
If the cantrip is a bonus action to cast,
Well, because it's also
No, it's
daytime,
one
so I don't think it was really gonna.
It's
That's
magical
one
darkness.
action.
Well, yeah, but
You've
it's
got a whole
only-
tab for bonus actions.
Yeah, I got nothing, bud. Unless I can move more, but I can't do shit.
Bonus action Crimson Right. There you go.
Fuck it.
Bonus action cry.
Listen, I'll just hurt myself more to make it easier for them to kill me. That's a 6.
oh jeez.
So why are you
Tomer,
Crimson
why?
Right?
I was joking.
I think the goal is to not fight them directly.
Well, if I gotta do what I gotta do.
Good
I
luck.
ain't got much room to go in, man.
You're outside of banana peel throwing.
I'm trying to get into
Range,
poop throwing
I'm
area.
gonna throw something even better than bananas.
All right,
That's
so
impossible.
That's it.
You bite your tongue.
I'm going to make a ruling on that. You're not going to like it. I'm going to say that is a failure because you helped them get you closer to death.
That's fine.
Bom, bom.
Congratulations, you did it.
You're done it.
You were done.
Gold.
You're done. It. Backup character
The
ready to
long-awaited
go.
time for Gold to do this has come. Gold's throwing caltrops.
You fucking animal.
100. You're throwing them 95 feet.
I can throw them up to 60 feet.
Where are you throwing them?
I am going to throw them in between the passage of rocks.
Which
Up there.
up here?
Yep, right there.
Okay, so
I'm
we are
going
going to
to
have
lob
caltrops.
Hope you weren't
caltrops.
planning on regrouping with us.
That's fine. I got a backup
Just
character.
use your jump action.
I'm going to use...
Not trying to kill you, I swear.
This is like the equivalent.
I
of
still don't know you're in trouble. That message
I
was
know.
never conveyed.
Yes, it was. I said
Yes,
they
she
need
did.
some
Didn't you
help.
hear
Oh.
the crazed monkey sounds?
And then I said they could use some assistance, and
Yeah,
I
that's
cast
pretty much a
spell
direct
in that
translation
direction.
into they're getting fucked.
Thanks,
You
They're
Cap.
getting fucked
You
by
could've
a dong the
just-
size
you
of their
could've just pointed
body.
and gone.
It's alright, it's only a D4 if you pass it.
And I'm putting some rocks and a whole bunch
There's no
of
time
these
for this.
maces with their heads. 'cause
I like the flavor of it. I just take a fucking bundle of maces and throw it.
There you go.
Solid.
So there's
Or
caltrops.
morning stars and throw them on the ground.
The butter sock. as a melee weapon.
All right, so that is what you do.
Yep, that is my
Okay.
action.
I'm going to call that a success because you've
Because
hindered
fuck
them in
Tomer.
chasing you
And my allies.
and your own ally.
They
But
can't.
you've hindered
They
the.
can't be led back to the cart if they never make it to the cart.
Now that is
Yeah, I don't gotta worry about their survival if I in fact
that
ensure
is
it
the
doesn't.
30 feet needed. The cart is now a fair enough distance away through the rougher terrain and now heading downhill, such that if you wished it, the cart and the passengers in it could easily escape. It is, however, now their turn. On their turn, this one turns around.
We
And-
need the screen moved.
I'll get there. I'm moving multiple
For what it's
screens
worth, I
here.
am not
Sorry,
comfortable
Bubba.
with like any part of how this plan is
Jason.
unfolded.
Hold on.
I was kind
I'm
of
sorry,
rushed
but
a little bit.
in my werewolf form, I get 10 extra feet.
Ah.
It's better than nothing.
Dude can move 40, so.
I can move 50.
Yeah, but you had to go around him, and he's 15 foot.
God damn it.
Even if you went right through him,
You get
it's still
bumped up to
15
50
feet
move
to get to
speed?
either
Are you
side.
sure?
I get plus 10 when I'm in. And it's
And
called.
You're,
It's
you're
called.
casually 40.
It's called.
That seems awfully fast.
Well, how are
You
you?
haven't seen
It's
him
called
before.
Stalker
Well,
Prowess.
That's not a monk though.
I
No,
know.
it's called Stalker Prowess. Your speed is increased by 10, and you add 10 for your long jump distance and 3
Mhm.
feet for your height
Well,
jump
yeah, but
distance.
your normal speed is 40.
I
For what?
Well, I feel like the long striders automatically calculated into your movement there, so
Mm.
it's probably the 40.
We'll figure that out.
We'll figure that out later. Either way,
Yeah.
I might have a new character in the backup anyway
Right.
if I get clapped.
So,
I don't think you're getting clapped down.
26 health?
it reaches
Take
down
damage.
and does a 21 hit.
Yeah, no, that's too fucking high.
Smack his nuts.
It grabs you.
Oh.
Is that a strength check?
Not until your turn.
God damn it.
You are grappled and restrained within its grip, and it looks at you and it says, in common,
Ooh.
little person. And it looks over at its other friend. Perhaps more food for Grell.
Who the fuck is
Other one
Who do you think?
looks back at it and says, Foom want food too,
Oh shit.
but Grell want food. No more moothing.
That's your fault. You fucking threw it.
Bite his fingers.
That's what it says.
Go for the jugular.
I said it's too late to apologize.
Perception from you three, hearing.
Good call, good call.
It is kind of high.
16.
Okay.
19.
20.
I was gonna
Okay,
ask if I
you
could
all-
see this.
You all see, if you're looking that way, you all see Tomer get picked up. But you also hear, because it's speaking loud enough, it's a little quieter because of the distance, but it's speaking loud enough. You hear it, and it speaks in common. And it says that, and then it looks at you, Tomer, and it says, Are you tasty?
Lie to him. Lie to him.
No.
I'm gristly.
I'm all bone, I'm scrawny.
Why so much hair?
I forgot to shave.
Let me be me.
The other one now moves up this way.
Double shit.
Be you wolf or man.
Give me a dexterity save, Leon, as this thing walks right through where you are.
Scream and run. Scared him up.
That is going to be a 24.
Okay, so you manage to kind of just dip out of the way without it noticing. This one moves up this way.
Now like a fucking tool.
I like the little touch that this ground shakes whenever you move its character.
He's dying.
And it says,
I'm dying next.
and it says,
Chomped.
we cut off hair or burn off hair.
Shit.
You're getting shaved.
Grell not know. Don't like hairy things. Then foom eat. You think foom should eat you? Yes.
No.
And then, while that happens, this strange troll creature kind of skitters over top and is on the rocks, and it is just kind of looking down, drooling.
This is so unfortunate.
So now, we are out of the skill challenge. You have successfully passed the skill challenge.
Alright, bye guys!
Once again, 3 of you can make a clean getaway.
Oh.
You currently have one party member within the grasp of this
Save Leo!
large creature.
Run!
And one that you don't know the whereabouts of.
How far apart are they from each other?
If you're asking for fireball, yes,
Yeah.
they are within range.
They are
Oh.
fireballable.
You
Well,
could
if
get
I
all.
hit the middle one, can I hit all 3?
Probably
if you hit
not.
one of them, you hit Tomer. Remember that.
Well,
I'd rather burn in
That's
fire.
Very
sacrifice.
likely also hit me.
I'm
Yeah,
willing
you
to
would-
make.
You could get 2 max.
Okay.
Your choice of which 2.
Just burn the 2 big ones.
Yeah, I
Um,
mean, I think I have to.
Tomer's not at
with-
fireball survival health.
That's something I don't know.
In his hands, could she maneuver the fireball where it doesn't burn Tomer?
It just curves around.
I mean, in theory, he is holding him up like this.
Come on, do it! Kill
Yes.
me!
Scorches everything except
It's
the
a
arm.
20-foot diameter,
Yes.
or 20-foot radius.
Yes.
And these things are 15 feet tall.
And he's
So-
holding the man up.
Yeah, but that means, like, if you look here,
Mm-hmm.
technically if he's holding him probably like this, which where would his arms be? Right out in front, right in the bubble type thing.
All right, that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
War!
I have no reason to
Why?
know where
Why are
his
you-
health is.
You're going to
But you don't fireball your friends.
You
Do it! Pull the pin!
you don't not fireball when they're close enough to do it, though, guys.
But there's friendlies.
What are you doing?
Shit's gonna have to
You're
get
Time's ticking by right now.
Just do it.
I'm making poor decisions. Is what I'm doing.
Hold on. I have an idea. No,
Sad
Moving on.
chimpanzee noises.
no, I have an idea. I'm going to make my way
Downtown.
Making your way?
towards Tomer.
With the cart or just you?
Just myself. I'm getting out.
Well,
I'm not going to be quiet. I want to come out from behind the rocks.
are we free now then? Are we?
Yep,
Yeah.
you're free
Okay,
to move
because
on.
I'm just gonna jump out as well and beeline for a.
Okay.
I'm staying in the
Go on.
cart.
I'm going to have a way where I might be able to save Tomer.
So here is.
I need you to be able to run if
I'm
Leon
moving
makes
you
it to me.
all 3 of
still
you in the
can't
cart
see
to
him
where
either.
the cart would end up being. So you 3 are
Yeah.
right here.
in the cart.
Yep, that is where the cart is. That is where you're at.
This
I
is
haven't
risky.
really used
I'm
fireball.
looking at
I
you
really
eagerly
want
as a
to.
monkey.
So here, this is what I'm gonna do. Okay. For the purposes of knowing what happens first, you have 2 choices. 1, you can all figure out a plan and who goes first. Right now, I will give you about 10 seconds to decide if that's what you want to do.
I will go last. That's all I
If
know.
not, then we'll roll for initiative to see whose actions
Probably
go
just
off.
gonna roll for initiative.
Yeah, I think initiative roll will probably be.
My plan, I go first to get within 5 feet of Tomer, etherealize both of us. We are no longer in existence and run.
Etherealize another person.
I can.
That
One
sounds like a
other
pretty good
person.
idea. That sounds like
We
a
would
good idea to
escape
me.
the veil of existence and be able to go anywhere we want.
So
For
stay at the wagon.
That's better than literally anything I could do. So yeah, that's if you can do that, absolutely do it.
I repeat, I go last.
I go first. I'm gonna do that.
So is that the plan?
Yep, that's fine with me.
Okay.
At this point, I can't do anything anyway.
Hopefully, Logan can make his way to the cart invisibly. I think it's doable
Okay. So
because I'm gonna be loud and obnoxious by doing this.
Leon, what are you gonna do? Since you are kind of all the way over here, invisibles.
I'm assuming
Yeah.
looking at.
trying to find the part of etherealness where it says you can do that.
I think that's part of his ability.
Okay.
Yeah, because it says, like, as far as the spell is concerned, if I cast it over a higher spell slot, I can pull up to 3 other willing creatures in with me for each spell level above it. But for the ability, I can pull 1 willing creature in with me.
And you get it, what, like once a day?
Once per long rest.
Okay.
And I don't get the full 8 hours. It's up to, like, 10 minutes or some obnoxious amount of time. But that's not necessary here.
That's really good.
It's just to move him is all that's going to happen.
It's the ethereal step.
Mm-hmm.
You can cast the etherealness spell without expending a spell slot. The spell ends at the end of the current turn. Once used this feature, you can't use it in long rest.
So you have 6 seconds of it.
I don't see where it says you can do that, though, with another person.
Well, Tomer had a good run.
I
Hey.
did read that wrong.
But you know what? You can always try. I'm going to let you try. We'll see what happens.
Tomer had a good run. Come on, let
Well,
you
it's either a try or
a by
not,
Tomer.
because
We're going to see what happens.
I'm gonna finish the sentence for one time, right?
Mm-hmm.
If it doesn't work, Tomer likely dies. So I'm not hinging me running away on a maybe. Because I was planning on saying fuck it and backing him up now that I really don't have a choice. So, I mean, like I like the ethereal. Blah, blah, blah. I like the plan, but if it isn't 100%, then I'm probably not gonna commit to it. You can do your thing. I'm gonna stab the giant.
Well, you probably wouldn't have heard the plan.
Yeah, for what it's
Yeah.
worth,
You'd have
technically.
no idea
Technically,
what I'm
that's
doing.
one reason why I asked you what you were doing.
Which I said.
Well, you would have been able to react before I even make my way over there, so
Alright.
your thing would
Which is-
still happen.
Which is what I
Gotcha.
was going to do. I wanted to know what you were thinking.
All right.
Okay? Because gold, so are you...
I would
your
still
movement?
I would still be moving forward,
So movement?
closer to the bottom of the.
Well,
rock,
that's movement.
yes.
You still have action and bonus action.
Okay, well, I wouldn't be acting anything yet,
Okay?
but I wouldn't have headed up towards my caltrops. I would have stayed lower to get closer to Tomer rather than getting towards the other giant, like that.
Okay? So that's you going.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Leon,
Yep.
what you doing?
Okay, so first off, I'm going to use my bonus action to cast 3rd level healing word on Tomer, and I'm just going to say, you couldn't just let the sneaky guy be sneaky, huh? You're going to get total of
Nice.
10 HP back,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to move up and use my action to stab in the Achilles tendon, the one that is holding Tomer.
So you're able to come just enough to get you right behind it here.
Alright, so actions, that is going to be 24, I'm going to assume that hits.
Oh, yeah, that hits.
Wait, no, 25.
That hits less. No.
I'm also going to expend a use of Bardic Inspiration. We already know how that works. So. Alright, so that's going to be 17 points of piercing damage, and then my armor class is 24
Okay.
until the start of my next turn.
And you're still invisible.
And I'm still invisible, so I go for my next attack.
Okay. How much did you do damage, by the way?
17.
17, thank you.
Invisible after attack?
Greater invisibility.
Dirty 20 to
That
hit.
hits.
And he is going to take 10 points more of piercing.
Okay.
I have the most invisible, unsatisfied expression on my face right now.
Okay. As you do
I
that,
don't want you to die, though. So
as you do that, you stab it quickly twice with your rapier, and it shouts out, "Rah! Rah! How you sharp thing growl!"
I don't know.
He's just gonna
You hear
squish
the-
him and define
The other one. Growl dumb. Shut up, Foom!
Can I look at him and be like, "You gonna let him laugh at you like that?
No, you're goading him.
You gonna take that?
Patch, what are you doing?
I
Throwing shit."
actually may drop the monkey for him.
Oh yeah, that's right. You are monkey right now.
Monkey.
Yeah, I'm gonna run towards Tomer and drop that and cast a jump on myself.
Okay. Is that a bonus action or an action to cast jump?
Pretty sure it's an action.
Okay.
And I'm going
So
to
you're dropping polymorph, you're moving, and then casting jump.
on myself
Yep.
just to have that on and ready.
Okay. So yep, that is.
And how close am I now?
Uh,
I can't do much, but
Yeah,
just
you are 30 feet closer, because unless your movement is more than 30, it is
I don't think
30.
it
So
is.
no. Yeah, so you are 30 feet closer than you were. You're basically right up next to gold.
How far am I from
You guys are direct line because he's up in the air about 80 feet. If he was on the ground, it'd be about 60. But considering obstacles to go around, it's more like 70 feet to the ground, and then so you're about 90 feet away from Tomer if you ran straight under him.
Alright, well I guess that's that. Pass.
Okay. So that's you. Persephone.
Well, in terms of spells I have that can go 120 feet. I'm left with two options. Boop, 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 boop. This one seems like a better option. Alright. I'm gonna Chaos Bolt him.
Again. Okay.
And I'm actually I'm gonna upcast it and I'm going to twin it.
Ooh.
So if I do I have to upcast both of them? How does
Yes.
that? Okay, so I spend 2 spell
Oh,
slots.
it's just one spell slot.
It's one
but
spell
you
slot,
use
but,
okay.
one
but it's
point.
the same level that you
Okay.
cast it at.
Fucking level 4 this shit. Wow.
Ooh.
Upcasting it will cost me.
One's
Well, because I'm casting it at level 4, I think upcasting it actually turns it into a level 3 spell, right?
what?
What?
No.
You're
How did-
casting a level 4 spell, and then you're using a sorcery point to twin it.
Yeah, that's it. The only thing that changes is the damage.
That's all
Yeah.
it is.
Basically, think of it as you're
But-
casting
okay.
2 level 4s, but
Okay.
you only spend 1 spell slot.
Well,
and
the
you do
spell
spend...
point of how much it is depends on the level of the spell.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So it costs me 4 because it's a level 4 that I'm using, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
4 sorcery points is correct.
Okay. Alright. Level 4 this bitch. It's a ranged spell attack, which is a +6, I think it was. Yeah, +6. A 19 to hit.
That hits. What about
And
the
with-
second one?
Twin will. Well, the first one will be the one on Tomer. The second one will be the other dude. Because
Okay.
I can't pick the same dude.
That is correct.
The second one is going to be a 11.
That misses.
Cool. Cool. So I get 2 of these. 1 of these. I upcasted it 3 times, which means this many. So I get this many dice. The solid one will be the damage. Let's see. 7, which is going to make it psychic damage. So,
There we go. That's coming in the right one. Bam.
Cool.
So psychic damage, you say?
24.
24. Ouch.
You got a real bad headache now.
Owie headache.
Okay. So, You smack it with the psychic damage. Tomer, you are in this thing's fist.
Yeah.
It is
Thumb.
pissed off.
Eat his thumb.
It
Eat it.
it looks at the other one. It's just been stabbed, yells. That other one's laughing at it. All of a sudden, you see it grab its head.
It's this fucking splitting
Nose
headache.
starts bleeding. Ears start bleeding. Goes, ah! You mean! Throws you at the other one.
Has Tomer gotten the strength saving throw before?
No.
No, he's right after this.
I am a projectile weapon.
You end up hitting the other one as a projectile weapon.
Nice.
You both take the damage.
Yeah. You take 6, reduced to 3 points of damage,
Boink.
as the other one takes 6 points of damage, bludgeoning damage, from the Tomer.
Cool.
And then you fall to the ground.
Yep.
And take a whopping 3, reduced to 1 point from falling.
Okay.
You are now on the ground at the feet of this other one, and it is actually just laughing up a storm.
Hey,
You are now right there,
I think we're winning.
and
They're idiots.
the troll runs over this way
Hmm.
Uh-oh.
towards Gold and Patch as it sees, or rather smells,
You gotta
potential
stay to
food.
the fucking corner.
And auto even. Gold.
Odd.
That's bio.
It is even.
The one time I don't get to pick odd, and
I always pick
Do I
odd.
do nothing
same
for my
here.
turn?
I don't know.
So
Ask-
you're about to
ask
get a
him.
turn.
Okay.
Most unfortunate.
All right, so Patch.
Yes.
This thing attempts to bite you,
That's rude.
misses,
Okay.
Haha.
but hits you with 2 claw attacks.
Oh shit.
Once again, rude.
Ah, come here, you. For a total, and they are exactly the same, of
I assume it
20
passed the
points,
18.
10 points each,
Holy shit.
as 2 claws rake through you.
Run.
Tomer, you are now up.
Free action. I'm just gonna say run, and I am booking it. Is there a passage between those two rocks?
Yeah.
Which
They're just
ones?
full of caltrop.
Yeah,
Not
they're-
that one. The other one on the other side. Is that
Over
that-
here?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get through there. You
gonna
could run around through here, but you're going to have to run past this guy.
fuck it. I'll take my chances through the caltrops, and I'll use action, bonus action to make it 80 feet.
Action and bonus action. Okay, so first off, do you have a DC on your caltrops or anything that it came with, or nothing? Did I give you any stats on that?
I don't think you
I
gave
doubt
me a
it.
DC. I think it's just any feature that passes
I'll-
through there takes a D4 damage.
I'm going to give you a dexterity save to run through those.
Yeah, caltrops are just an item.
16?
It's not like a.
Okay. Yeah, you actually see them and manage to kind of pick your path. And
It
dodge.
does have a DC.
Okay, what is it?
DC 15 dex.
Okay, yeah, which you
I
made.
got 16.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna scream at everybody, run in a general.
So you move and then action to dash.
After I yelled
So-
moved.
So you actually, from where you were, you are almost right up to the cart. However, you did take an attack of opportunity from that one guy.
That's
It was right there. That's cocked, which is good for you because that was high. Does a 19 still hit? I believe it
by
does.
1 point.
By 1 point. They got a high to hit, man. As he attempts to slam down on you with his fistsy.
Not his
Ouch.
fisty.
That's gonna hurt.
I'm sure it is.
28 reduced to 14.
Ouch.
I'm still fine.
He's still alive.
Okay.
That's all that matters.
As you
Roll it.
manage to get that far away, and that is that turn. Okay. Now, once again, I'm going to let you all decide. And now you are no longer, because you were restrained last time, that's why you went last. But now you can all decide who goes first.
Want to roll for initiative at this point?
I yelled at everybody to run.
I know what I would like to do is hop in the front, and then when everybody gets in, hiya with the horses. So I don't
Okay.
know if that's like a prepared action.
I think you should
whatever.
go first then. If you're gonna be in the front with the wagon.
Yeah, but then I'm not gonna actually go until they're
You're,
there. But
you're
yeah.
holding your action to hiya the horses. Got it.
Leon is the one that's gonna have to make it the farthest. But he can just disappear and get away.
Well, I casted jump on myself, so I can just disappear from this very soon.
And you can just go ethereal.
Or Misty Step.
Or Misty Step.
I got
That's perfectly fine.
I will go first.
Yeah, you have to be the one person to get fucking caught by this thing.
Hey!
I'll go second.
Okay, so we went first.
I'll go
You're
second. Do you want to go second?
He said second.
Oh, yeah, go second. And
I'm
then
gonna
I'll go
stab
third.
the bitch in the foot.
You're going to do that again?
Yep. For, yeah, I'm just gonna do that hits. if it's above a 20,
Yeah,
don't
that
bother.
definitely hits.
All right, I'm using another bardic inspiration.
Okay.
I'm feeling inspired.
Is that a squeak toy?
Hey, Gabe, what's up?
Hey,
Jabril?
Gabriel Matos.
Gabe!
You just,
So
I was gonna get doxxed.
that's 17 points, and my armor class is 23 until the start of my next turn.
Said roll for it.
Second attack is going to be a 17. I'm assuming that also hits.
Yeah.
You
They
can
hit both
jump
hits. So
attacks.
what was the
Invisible.
damage on that first attack? Sorry, I was
17.
distracted. On the damage for the first attack?
Mm-hmm. And
Your
like I s-
first attack. Well, show me what you got.
Okay, so
They're not that. Oh, I thought they were a lot worse.
You mean they're not that? He had a lot of hit
Yeah,
points.
we've been hitting them.
I suppose I'll be accurate to what's actually going on. You hear cling, clang, clang, and the guy falls over because you don't see shit.
And then I disappear.
Then disappeared.
Just eat shit.
Eat shit.
you spin me.
Ride round, baby, ride round like a record, baby, round, round.
Nice.
And
So
he's floating, of course.
I did roll a 17 on that second attack. Do I
Yeah.
have enough movement to get to the other guy to use?
I'm going to
this?
say yes.
Okay.
You get right up
Because I would
to
have
there.
40
Stab him
movement
in the
speed after
testicles.
Yeah,
attacking.
you've got. So, yeah, you hit him.
All right, and you did hear the part where I have 23 AC until the start of my next turn?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Just want to make sure.
You don't have to worry about that. There was nobody there to attack of
Stab him
opportunity
in the
anyway.
testes.
They can't see me.
Well, I mean, no, they can still try. It's
No.
just disadvantage.
And that's not how opportunity attacks work.
No, I was
You
talking
can
for
make
regular attacks. They
An
can still
opportunity
attack.
attack. Oh, yeah, okay, well, then why did you say opportunity attack? You
You,
goober.
you know what I mean.
Alright,
Goofball.
12.
Nope.
You miss.
No,
Oh wait, no, that was damage.
Oh, I thought.
That's right, because you rolled a 17.
Mm-hmm.
Specify, damn it.
So I stab him in the heel as well, and then I shout,
At which point he goes, ah, oh, there is sharp.
yeah, I'm just trying to think of a line here. I'm almost there. I'm almost there. Behold at my terror! You who doth feel mine blade in your heel of the invisible bane! Witness thine ally who hath fallen to the ground in great turmoil and death! Doth ye flee?
You know what? I'm gonna give you an intimidation roll for free because that was fun.
That may have been a little highbrow for their dialect.
Yeah, but
It
still, it
scares
was
them.
interesting.
Big words scare them. Okay, come on. That is gonna be a 16.
Oh,
You're not that
yeah, they don't got the greatest insight. Okay, who's next? That was 1 and 2. You got 3, 4, and 5.
I'm hopping in the cart.
You're hopping in the cart. Okay.
Please just.
Are we fighting?
So
No,
Shover
we're not
hops in
fighting.
the cart.
I'm fighting.
I'll go next, sure. I will Misty Step into the cart as my bonus action.
Wait, how close is the cart?
The cart is
30
right
feet
there.
away
It's
from
only
you?
feet
30
away
feet.
from the troll.
Yeah.
It's like 30 feet from the troll.
There's a reason I'm ready to hi-ya the horses.
Main action. I'm going to shoot the
Troll?
not the troll. The
Not the thing
The
closest
big guy?
to us.
no, because all it's gonna do is piss him off more. I'm gonna shoot the big motherfucker.
Okay.
Roll 2 attacks. Yeah, both of those are gonna hit. That's a 25.
Yeah.
And a 18.
Yep, those hit.
Nice.
Do you want damage combined or separate?
It's all the same.
Okay.
They have no resistances or anything. So
They don't discriminate.
So that is 16 piercing damage.
16 total. Okay.
Ow!
Who's next? Just Patch, right?
Alright, I'm going to bonus action rabbit hop straight into that cart.
Boy,
I assume it's within 45 feet.
Yeah. Yep. Now, he was right up on you. So I'm
That
gonna-
does not incur attacks of opportunity, luckily.
Ah, very nice.
Nice.
Nice. So you have done that. You are there. Anything else you're going to do for your
Uh,
actions or whatever?
I will
cry.
cast lightning.
Okay.
Let's see, lightning bolt or call lightning. That's
You're going
it.
to do Call Lightning. Okay.
I'm gonna the cloud is just going to be covering that whole general area. They're not within? It's kind of hard to tell, but I'm almost certain they're not within that range of one bolt hitting them. I'm going to drop
both
one
not.
on the big guy. I just saw
Get
gold strike.
hit arrows.
Actually,
I
you know
don't
what?
see
Fuck
Call
the
Lightning
troll.
on your
He's just
spell
hit
list.
me. I'm angry about that. I'm zapping this guy with lightning. The troll that just hit us.
Okay. I don't see Call Lightning on your spell list. Unless you changed it out recently.
The last time
Oh,
I
okay.
traded out Call Plant after we got to the door, I just had it updated.
Ah, I see. That makes sense.
I didn't figure I
All
was
right,
going to
I was just using that so I could look at it, but
summon
it wasn't
plants
there.
in the
Yep,
the
there it
mine,
is.
so
Now I got it. Okay. Awesome. Yep. So you are going to use that to smack the troll.
yes, I'm going to drop
Okay.
that on him.
Drop that on El
It's a
Trolio.
15 dex.
Cornhole.
That is a fail.
Murder. Destruction. Death.
Remember,
8. He takes 8 points of lightning damage.
8 points of lightning
Not
damage.
even one full hit dice of one of its 3.
he got one prong in the electrical socket with his fork.
Okay. Okay. So that is
Hi-ya.
all of your turns. Yours goes off because you were holding it for everyone. Are you holding it until Leon gets there or
He's
no?
invisible. For all I know, he's already in
Okay. So now the cart goes barreling
Proud of you.
away.
You have
You four in the cart with the horses in tow and moving away, you do notice after that lightning bolt hit the troll on the enemy's go around, you see that scar that the lightning bolt left across just kind of closes up.
That's gross.
I learned.
And this guy right here goes, Grill dead! Sharps now on me! No like sharps! No like sharps! And he bolts and yells, Arg! Arg, come! Arg!
I should get an opportunity attack for
You
that,
do.
right? Yes. Good. Wonderful. Great.
The shark will follow.
The shark will always follow! That is, yeah, that's a 27. That hits.
That hits.
Good lord.
Lucky red die. Roll an 8. Nope, roll a 2. That's gonna be 9 points of piercing damage.
Okay. Yeah. Oh! It's not happy. It's not liking this. You definitely succeeded on intimidating and damaging it, and with everything that was thrown at these things, yeah, you killed one. He's bolting.
I'm curious. Did
This-
he happen to step into my caltrops at all by trying
No,
to run
he was-
around the shark?
He was not near. close enough to the Caltrops.
I have half a mind to chase him down because
The
I have
troll-
some steam to blow.
The troll moves and uses his action to move as it hears its name Arg called. And these two are bolting.
I would now like to message Leon. Are you here?
I will be shortly.
You are technically out of combat, out of the encounter, unless you wish to pursue the enemy. You may take your time and your leisure to get back together.
Give me a moment. I need to roll a D100.
Okay.
I will say, for what it's worth, he never once told me to stop. I'm not going to
Don't stop.
full speed, but I'm not stopping. I'm just continuing at a leisure pace at the moment.
Okay.
The D100 has been merciful today, so we're not going to pursue.
Okay.
Or rather, I'm not going to pursue.
Being as where you're at, Leon,
Mhm.
I'm going to give you.
I was going to look in the cave.
Okay, I was going to give you a perception check, but if you're already going to look in the cave,
Yeah.
I was going to give you that because you did go in there and you are still in that general vicinity.
Yeah, you saw like some bags or something, right?
So
Yeah.
if you want to go in and check it out,
All right.
you see that there is a crate in there. And in that crate,
It's more body parts.
It's more elk.
It's another troll.
in
R2,
that,
is that you?
in that crate, you find a
Oh,
whole
it's
bunch
his toys.
of
Orcs'
bones,
Yeah.
Chew toys.
bones and refuse and nastiness, mold and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You also find two relatively large sacks with
Fucking
with a whole bunch of junks and knickknacks in them, but in this one right here, as you're kind of looking through, you do catch the glint of some something shiny, and you kind of dig through more, and they're kind of covered in nastiness.
I'm
But
like
there's-
covered in invisible blood right
Yeah,
now.
but
I do
there's-
not care.
But there is some gold in there,
Mm-hmm.
and you think you see some platinum.
Okay. How
Okay.
much?
All right, so you're gonna dig through and pull it all out and
Yeah.
count it out.
Give me the Constitution save, baby.
Yeah, no, you don't. Yeah, I mean it's nasty, but you
But
guys
you're a
have been
gross boy,
starting
so
to
it's
deal
fine.
with enough nastiness in the past, month or so of your
I know,
lives.
I got prestidigitation. I'm
Yeah.
fine.
But you come out with what you think is probably, in total, about 450 gold worth. It's and it's a kind of a mix of platinum, gold, and some silver.
I'll
in
just
there.
add gold into my
Yeah,
sheet.
just add it as gold. But about 450 gold in there. Additionally, you do see in there, let me just check this real quick to make sure I wrote this down correctly. Where are you? I can't find you. I can't read, I guess. That is always my problem. I guess I will have to do it this way real quick.
Control F will let you search if that helps.
No, I already got it. That is it. You find a relatively decent sized diamond.
Worth approximately 300 gold.
Somewhere thereabouts.
Revivify.
All right. So
Hooray.
what I
Second chance.
add,
One up.
I can't type.
I
Add 450 gold and then just like in the notes put
big ass diamond.
put diamond
300.
and needs appraisal.
Okay.
Approximately 300 gold.
Diamond need appraisal. Appraise these.
Sorry, this diamond's only worth 299 gold. It's not gonna work for your friend.
Shit.
That's okay because the actual thing says diamonds
I
worth
know.
300. So you
I-
just
I-
go get a 1 gold diamond.
I
and you
take like a piece of tape and a gold coin, and I just
What's tape?
Gum.
Something is
Tar
on
paper.
Yeah.
Okay. That's all you really find in there.
That is plenty enough for me.
Except for one other thing.
Don't.
D's.
That's all you find.
At the
Eggs.
bottom of the bag,
Yeah.
You find another bag.
find about that
Tourette's.
big of a piece
Mm.
of the root.
You just can't get away from this shit.
I got a root, baby. I'm gonna make me some stew.
That's why that one guy was so deformed.
Maybe.
Maybe he ate a piece of the root. He became like that.
I think he's just a troll. Trolls are just ugly.
Piece of root
He was just ugly. Don't be
from
mean.
troll cave.
Yeah, that's all you find in the crates and the bags.
All right, no, that's fine. I'm more than happy with that haul, especially after the encounter ever, folks. That was enjoyable, but that was such a disaster.
I will say, I keep the wagon going for about 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
If Leon has not caught up with the wagon by then, I will eventually stop.
You
After
see,
10 minutes of continuing on.
I have
He
this.
said he would be here soon.
I have this nifty
Soon
spell.
is not here yet.
I have this nifty spell called sending.
Yeah,
So
I don't.
Once
So.
yeah. But you can. It's like message.
No, I can respond. I know that. I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
10. I can't reach out to you.
No, I know. So I'm saying as soon as I get out of the cave, I'm saying, "Hey yo, sugar tits, I'm trying to catch up. You know."
And some fucking weirdo just called me.
Block.
Delete.
I feel like shit. Stop the fucking cart.
You said you'd be here soon.
Yeah.
It's not. It's not soon.
I'm about 500 gold rich. I don't want to fucking hear it. I get money. I get bands.
Hey, Gold, you want
I
to
ain't
turn
got
the
time for
card around
bitches.
as I get out of the driver's seat and back into the back?
I imagine that Persephone's the kind of person who would just get out of the driver's seat mid-driving.
That is correct. That is
Just
exactly
tumble.
what
So
happened.
Gold panics to get back in the
Do you have the
saddle.
training to
No.
drive?
No,
No, I do not.
No, it was a flurry. We're going
It-
down a hill.
yeah.
It was a bumpy
There
ride.
was no control. It was horses in charge.
I said, let's go.
I did talk to the horses, so
They
they
said,
Yeah.
all
they
right.
had the gist of what was going
I,
on.
I would simply just take control of the cart and slow us down to a stop.
Okay.
And just wait for a minute or two, and then I
No,
would
I-
start
I-
getting worried,
Okay,
like the dad I am, and then
I-
continue to get more worried.
I told you I'd turn the cart around. You never fucking listen to me.
No, I didn't listen to you at all, clearly.
I try message. Are you within 120 feet of me?
Am I?
By this point, yes. After you've sent the sending and said, "Hey, I'm coming,"
Well, we're waiting.
I'm almost there. I'm definitely not invisible by
That's
now.
what he said 10 fucking minutes
Yeah.
ago, but clearly.
Look, I got 2 legs. I ain't got 4 wheels.
now you guys eventually do get the entire group back together, and while this detour was a little more difficult than expected,
We
You
didn't
did
have to fight
manage
3
to-
dudes.
you did
Then the
manage
wyverns show up
to
from all the
avoid
doors.
the wyverns.
There we go. Wyverns. That's what.
You have
Yay.
you have avoided dealing with
Without
them.
both hands, bitch. Yeah.
This is where all the wyverns show up now.
Like, what was all the commotion, guys? They all fly in.
Did we miss something important?
And they brought 3 more buddies, so there's 6.
But it just
It's just like riding on the wyvern's back somehow, which it shouldn't be possible because I know those fuckers
More
are small.
trolls.
Yeah, it's the trolls and the giants before. Even the
Ride
dead
the-
one, he's just.
Ride of the fucking Valkyries.
No, you guys end up getting back together, getting in the cart, and continuing on a little bit more. And eventually, night does fall. So, you know, you probably set up a camp,
Yeah.
set your watches.
Mhm.
Your night goes by, uneventful. You wake up the next morning, you've achieved a long rest,
Hooray!
and you continue on your journey. Over the next 3.5 weeks, things are pretty routine and relatively boring when it comes to the journey. You're basically backtracking, taking the same path you took to get
yes,
here.
That same path I remember very vividly. absolutely.
Yes. Well, thanks to the druid and the ranger, between their direction sense and their ability to read nature and things like that, you're able to follow your path relatively easily. You make it back to Kyver without any troubles. But it has now been almost another 4 weeks, so you have spent a month in journey from Kyver to Dawnfall, taking care of business, and then returning. Nothing else happened, but you find yourself pulling into Kyver, and it is early evening. The horses are clearly tired and wanting to rest.
They're probably exhausted.
I imagine we gave them breaks, but alright.
No,
It's still a.
I'm sure me
long
and the
trip.
horses have a point of exhaustion because I'm the only fucker who could drive.
We
Well, I
can't.
could
we
try,
can't
it's
let
not
the
gonna be
giants
good.
catch up.
I mean, I could talk to him.
Hey guys, just keep going straight for a while.
Yeah, you guys are doing great.
But you get back to the Honeypot Inn. You've put the horses and the wagons up at the closest stalls for them, the closest horse barn. I can't even remember words.
A horse
Stable.
bar.
Stable, that's the word I couldn't think.
Horse walks into a bar.
So it's a horse bar.
And
By
you
the low
yourselves
seas.
walk into the Honeypot. And as you do, you're immediately greeted by the smiling face of Alyssa as she sees you. Says, welcome back. Your usual rooms?
Minus
Yes,
one.
please.
Or would you like something? Well, we've expanded a little bit. We haven't. Since you've been gone, there's been a lot going on. We actually have our upper attic. We have cleaned out and fixed up such that. Well, it's probably easiest if I just show you.
Hooray, visuals.
Don't worry, we know where one of us is gonna sleep. The rest of us can just bunker together.
Yoink.
Poor Jonathan, he's so lonely.
So many lonely nights.
I know.
With only his hands to keep him company.
I had a less lonely time, but alright.
You mean with Laura and her 5 friends?
It's chill.
Pamela Henderson.
All right. As
Pamela Anderson.
Can I get a
she-
D100 for that?
No, that doesn't deserve one. That's properly said.
as she takes you upstairs and shows you,
Shit,
they
the
have-
rooftop.
they
We
have
got a rooftop bar.
yeah, no, they have
What'd you get?
they have revamped
Okay,
the
no.
attic space,
Thought that was a 6 when I glanced at it. I
Oh,
saw
it's
that was
only
a
3
9.
away.
and now in the attic space, they're actually they have built their own milling wheel that goes up to a windmill up at the top to grind their own grains for use in making their local jasmine honey mead and evermead and things like that on site. Additionally, they have a room that they have made available that is set for a group of up to 5 in this as part of the attic space. There's also a luxury room that is more for like a family, small family or a wealthy person. And lastly, they do have in the very upper attic
Sex
space.
dungeon?
They haven't finished cleaning it out.
The skeleton?
They have skeletons in the closet. now.
They haven't finished cleaning it out, but if
Like a
it's something
wildebeest
you would be
skeleton?
interested in,
Dirty attic.
yeah,
Yes,
there is an
please.
attic that they would they would help you to clean it up, but
We get a layer.
they'd be more than willing to rent it to you on a more long-term basis, either this room or if you would
Base of
if you would prefer
operations.
the
It's a
already
layer.
finished
It's a layer
room.
cave.
It's more communal than what you've had before, either one. But I mean, it's up to you. You know, they enjoy having you around, and you've been very helpful and great patrons and guests. So either one is completely up to you what you would like.
Can we do the attic another time and just get? Do we all really want to sleep together one room?
Alyssa, I'll take the luxury room, please.
Okay, so you took the luxury room by yourself.
I'd like the room without Persephone.
Oh, don't worry, I'm not gonna be there anyway.
She's gonna be sleeping on ground 0.
How much will that be?
That's actually 5 gold per night.
Well, that's nothing.
Thanks to his newfound riches.
Oh, and we have to
I
get.
mean, I already
and
have,
we have to
like,
get paid.
1,500.
And we have to get paid.
I don't.
Fair enough.
Bro, what is money?
I'll say I've also got like 1,700 laying around. We could have an auction right
Yeah.
now.
So
I
that's
use most of my.
that is you know, some options available, and in addition to that, she says, "Oh, Sir Cold, one moment." She goes back around behind the bar, behind the counter,
Break your
and she
fucking
pulls out
will.
a folded over piece of paper with a wax seal on it. That wax seal is stamped in a symbol that looks exactly like the mark on your arm.
Now they drop a letter off for you.
Ooh, it looks important.
Stop it.
This was delivered 3 weeks ago.
Oops.
That's nice.
A little late.
Love the mail
Thank you,
service.
Alyssa. No, stuff that in my...
Only about a week after he called for help.
Yeah, I sent my SOS.
Wait, when did you send an SOS?
When he had the weird dream.
So,
Oh.
Yeah, after my dream, I called for help. Stranger danger.
I must have missed that part of the
How long are you looking to hold out those rooms?
Well, the communal room on, I guess you would call it the lower attic. Really, I mean, we haven't had a huge demand for it yet. We've only had it available for about a week and a half. So that one, you know, I mean, we could hold it for, you know, for maybe a week or two to see if there's any interest. If there's not, I mean,
I'm interested. I meant more so, how long could I rent it for?
Oh, as long as you wish.
I called that.
And if you would be more interested in the upper attic, like I said, it may take some time, but we can clear that out, and I'm sure Maxwell would be more than happy if that was something you were interested in renting on a more semi-permanent basis. He would even be willing to outfit individual walls to make separate bedrooms for everyone up there if you wished.
That works.
Are they soundproof?
I've got the
They could be.
time
That'd be a little more
and
expensive.
carpentry skills to help with this, so...
I'll help with the extra work.
Okay. I see no reason why we couldn't pick a semi-permanent basis for that attic space. How does 1,000 gold deposit sound?
Oh, goodness.
Jesus.
She just came so hard.
Yeah,
His top hat and his like twisting his mustache.
how many years would you like it for?
1 billion.
No, yeah, that will more than suffice.
That's what I thought.
Gold adjusts his monocle.
In the meantime, don't worry about it. Go ahead and take the communal room for now. Or individual rooms, whatever you'd prefer.
Or you just
We'll
give me a
stick with
grand,
the
I don't care
communal.
what you do.
Gold. Oh, we're not picking up the money today. We gotta go pick it up when, tomorrow?
Well, no, whenever Lord Falcon's available.
I don't know if he left. I know he's probably gonna leave. He's gonna be.
He's
coming in.
gonna
I
meet
would
us
give
here
it a
after.
few weeks.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
not
right.
worried. He'll send word.
That's fine.
Yeah. I stack out 1,000 gold, like, on a nice tray for her, and I hand her $1,000 or 1,000 gold.
She happily takes that, takes
Like
it back
like
into the
100
kitchen
pounds of
somewhere,
coins.
comes back, and she writes out like an official receipt for you.
Mm-hmm.
and you notice the until when is blank.
Nice.
Infinite.
And she says, I will ensure Maxwell gets on that immediately.
If he needs help, just let us know.
We're here to help. We have some level of handiwork.
No
available.
worries. With that, we will hire professionals.
Oh, hell
She just
yes.
called you garbage. I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna go into the kitchen.
Okay.
She's gonna go sleep in the janitor's closet.
I'm gonna. Or you go ahead and do your thing. I'm not.
What
trying
are
to
you
interrupt.
doing?
I'm gonna walk into the kitchen. What's in the kitchen?
There.
Specifically,
thinks she
who
owns
is in
the
the
place.
kitchen?
Specifically, who is in the kitchen?
Specifically, who is in the kitchen?
At this time of night, actually, there is another cook in the kitchen. A young woman that seems to have been hired to assist due to the volume of business that the honeypot has been getting. And right here's the kitchen. So this is what's in the kitchen is a nice big fireplace, plenty of prep space, cooking materials. It is well laid out, well stocked, and she is in there as well as the two oldest children of the owners of the honeypot inn, of Alyssa and Maxwell. Their youngest children are probably by now already put to bed or getting ready for it. That's probably where Maxwell is at this time. That's all that's back there right now. Plenty of food. This girl and the two eldest children who are assisting. And it seems like Alyssa is taking care of front of house right now.
Anyone seen Jonathan recently?
Well, he worked this morning. He's off this evening.
No, walk back out.
You went to go fight in the Crusades.
He's become a holy man. You're absolutely.
I know he has a room of sorts.
Yes,
broom-
actually,
the broom
we
closet.
he's been moved up into one of the better rooms as we expanded,
Oh, nice. Got an upgrade.
and he's been quite a big help.
Alright, if you could just tell him, just say I stopped by. He'll know who I am. It's fine.
Okay, as you say that, one of the back doors of the building, like the one that leads out to either the restrooms or the back side of the building, opens up, and Jonathan comes strolling in. And as he strolls in,
I leave.
he sees all of you, and he walks up to Leon, and he says, "We need to talk." In private.
All right.
Don't tell me.
I'm married.
I haven't seen this movie in 2 months.
Well, I'm following
Okay.
your lead.
So he leads you, and it's up the stairs. And as he's going up, are you still actually in the room, or did you really leave?
Well, I would have.
Left the
I was leaving the kitchen. I didn't like go up to his room or anything.
Well, no, but I mean, you said when I said he walked in, you were like, "Oh, and I leave." No.
Well, no, just as soon as I finished my sentence, I
Oh.
would have left
Okay.
the kitchen. Yeah. Whether I saw him or
So
not.
yeah, he sees you, and as he's walking up the stairs, he sees you, and he just kind of goes, mouths.
I don't got time for this.
Nerd.
Yeah.
You got
Continues up the
backward.
stairs with you, Leon. Leads you down the hall and goes to a room where he pulls out the key, unlocks the door, opens up, and it is a
Motherfucker got a
modest
key now?
little hotel room.
Man, now.
That's
Uh,
man's
But it definitely seems like, this is more than a hotel room. It seems like more like a permanent living space, like it's his own little apartment almost, because you see, more like personal things put up, not just like packed away somewhere in a corner, but like actually kind of laid out nicely. And after he closes the door, he looks at you and he reaches into a pouch and he pulls out a tightly wound scroll with a ribbon on. He says, "A councilwoman gave this to me to give to you. She said it was very important. And I'm not to talk about anything and even let anyone else see this but you."
Thank you. Let's see what's inside.
You open it up and you look at it. And it says, "Thancred."
Take me.
That's it. That's all. It's
I did some looking into I did some looking into the docks. Just about a week ago,
We missed it.
a ship pulled in.
Yeah, trust me.
Did we miss it?
The ship is scheduled to remain in port for a month, for a maintenance period.
Sneaking on that bitch.
One of my watchers has been assigned to keep an eye on things, notice something off, and I put him undercover. I have not heard back from him for 3 days. There is possibility that Councilman Matthias is involved. I cannot explain more now. We need to meet in person.
So, I assume that's the end of the message, right?
And it's just not even signed.
Yeah.
There's no signature, nothing. It just ends.
With this, I look at Jonathan, and I have a look of concern, but also a bit of a smirk on my face as I say, "Well, Jonathan, our man Gold just put a 1,000 gold deposit into this establishment, so I'm pretty sure we can do whatever we want. How would you like to go on a little bit of an infiltration mission with me?"
Let me bust one real quick.
Means I get to test my skills, huh?
More than that,
Or die.
here's a taste. And I cast invisibility at 3rd level so that we're both invisible. So, invisible.
Invisible?
Yeah. And I say, anything you can do.
I can do better.
I knew it! I knew it! Nice.
No,
Got him.
nice one. No,
Sorry, I couldn't help it.
anything you can do on top of also being unseen. Fun, right?
I'm digging this.
And then but I'll have to give you a bit of practice in keeping aware of yourself and also myself.
Okay. So, when do we practice and when do we take on this mission?
Well, it seems I have to talk with Miss Antoinette as soon as possible. And after that, we'll see.
But my night's free tonight, right?
Say again?
My night's free tonight, right?
Yes.
All right.
God damn it.
Boys will be boys.
Is it free though?
Yeah. Can I use my room now?
Right.
Okay.
You be careful.
No worries. And as you leave the room, he leaves with you, he closes the door behind you, locks it, and then walks. You see both Jonathan and Leon
Tell you
coming
what
back
they
down the
see, though.
stairs.
So, I, having been told to fucking wait, am
The
sitting
audacity.
next to some strapping-looking man at the bar with a drink in my hand.
Don't ever tell her to wait.
Okay.
That's what he sees when it comes down.
Okay. When he gets down the steps. He walks over to you and the young man, and he just leans down and he whispers in your ear. He says, Persephone, you are wonderful, but I cannot do this anymore.
Oh, get rejected!
Character development!
Yeah! Suck it!
I
And he
cannot.
says,
She
I'm
can't
sorry.
anymore.
I hope I didn't hurt your heart.
He loves the cook.
And then he kind of stands up, looks at you, and just kind of nods. Walks and goes into the kitchen.
Oh, I fucking called it! I got a girlfriend while you were gone.
Reverse character development!
I literally fucked someone else on my journey, so like.
I didn't think he was gonna develop that well.
I didn't either, man. Alright. I'm so glad he made me wait for that.
To get rejected.
Did you wait to walk up and say, "Hey yo, Saz, cuz I'm fucking another bitch.
You was my ride or die, but not no more.
My ride or die done lost its wheels."
To be fair, I did neglect him for 2 months, so
And
that's kind of
as-
on me.
And as you are hanging out now in the main room of the Honeypot Inn and Tavern, Alyssa encourages you all to have a seat at one of the tables. She brings out a feast for all of you, sets it before you, and says, "Welcome home." And that is where we're going to end for tonight.
Oh yeah.
So thank you everyone for watching. I do realize at one point that ever since the break, apparently I did not have the battle screen up. I apologize for that. That sucks. I'm sorry. But we'll get better and better at this, and hopefully the closer we get to being able to, ramp up and go full time, the less of those bullshit things will happen.
Exactly.
But thank you for watching. We hope you'll join us this Monday at 7 p.m. for Magnus Avum, Episode 5. And we have not yet worked out the exact date and time for Episode 24 of Atavar Ascension. We will post those on our social medias and stuff like that to let you know as soon as we get that nailed down. But we hope to see you